Don't tell anyone, but I'm already here. Don't tell anyone. Shh. Stream hasn't started yet. It's not time yet. Shh. I have to reinstall the game because files didn't validate. Didn't start up. This is like the second game that has happened. And I forgot what the other one was, but it's happened a few times. Validate. Didn't start up. Oh no! Oh no, I made a mistake. I made a little itty bitty mistake. Listen, please. I thought I had the setup roughly this time, but you know, I took a lot of Goodbye Volcano Highs presets. So I envision. Oh god! Oh whoops! The video game is not set properly either. Oh, there you go. Whoa. Oh, this is not great. These need to go out of those. Oh, it goes in the trilogy. I forgot to set the video game right. Now it's probably set to the right video game. There's a bunch of stuff I forgot. I was just like, you know, if the starting time is set properly, that's all taken care of, then you know, there's no problems. What could possibly go wrong? Says the Bobcat. Very intelligent, thank you. Hello, Como. Nice to see you. I guess we're technically at the starting time. We'll give it another minute so that everyone can properly put up their little feeties, get their little snacks ready. Settle in, get a warm blanket, because it is a hotter month. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it's a good time to get out the cold blankets, open a window, tell the sun to fuck off, because you're probably in Australia. Gotta put that shrimp on the Barbie, you know. I know how it works. I've talked to a few Australians. I bet you're very well familiar with the advertisement for doors. No windows, just doors. Alright. Well, we got 9 viewers. I'm becoming a popular man once more. I'm rocketing into the stratosphere. Oh no! Shit! I touched the cable. Right now, my streaming setup is extremely delicate. Which is a polite way of saying, if I touch that cable with my little toesy, or anything, it goes... The infamous Cloaker. I have also hit the first major roadblock on my visual novel project, trying to find an artist that fits the style I'm going for and does commercial work and has the time for it. Yeah. Ain't that just the vibe? What do you think artificial intelligence art is taking off so much? Actually, it mostly has to do with people who don't know what art is. Don't really give a shit. They just need something to fill the space. And when you need to fill the space, you know, asbestos will do. Asbestos will fill your walls. You know? Sure, it might kill someone, give them cancer, but, you know, fills the walls. Walls are filled. Mission complete. And admittedly, you're going to be yelling at the contractors either way. Although the plus side of an artist is that while you're yelling at an AI... The AI just doesn't know what the hell you want. The artist can be like, I think I got you figured out, because that's that little extra layer on top. That little extra dollop. All right. I don't want to sit here forever. I want to play video games. I want to see our handsome new boy. I want to see the handsome new boy. I want to see these beautiful animations I was promised. I was promised production values, more video game, and everything else. So I'm turning on the recording. We're getting started. If you have not put your shrimp on the Barbie, if you did not put your popcorn in the microwave, didn't get snuggled up in a warm blanket, that's your fault. That's your fault. I can't help you. Listen, if they didn't put effort into Snoot Game, I'm terrified of what this is going to be. Terrified. I will forever lose my artistic luster as I'm blindsided by effort. They're doing a bunch of stuff. I've looked at their website. They're doing a bunch of stuff. But enough about Caveman. How about we stop talking about them in the third person and start talking with them in the second person as we engage with the narrative and the communication between the artist, the writer, the programmer, and the player, man. Let's get into the vibe, dudes. No! That's a bad noise. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, no. Eh? Oh, like, give me my money to make sure some things are working. That is not a... No, those are different buttons. So the camp... I need to make sure that my stupid thing is working. Excuse me. Hold on, please. 5 seconds. I'm gonna need those 5 seconds. I need to listen to the test recording and make sure this thing's actually working. Wani Game is what it's called internally. No! That's a bad noise. Oh, okay, it is super quiet. It is super quiet on this one. That can't be good. I don't know why it's so quiet there, though. You sure that it's... Because it might just be me. And I don't want the recordings to be shit. No! That's a bad... No, that's that one. Hang on. You sure that it's... I think I just need to set my sensitivity a bit lower. This is it. This is the last one. Yeah, because on Volcano High it wasn't too bad. But here it's very, very... let me just turn the volume down to 30%. And we'll see how that works. Luckily, I can get this out of the way before... No, I gotta switch it between video games now. I gotta put a post-it on my screen to remind myself. That's not great. Alright, we're just gonna have to... roll up those sleeves and make this work. We're just gonna have to make this work. First, I gotta turn the sound back on. You know what? Let's turn the sound up a bit because you guys probably want to hear it. Hey, remember how I said it's kind of weird that Goodbye Volcano High doesn't have like music on the title screen? Like, sure, Snoot Game was kind of low key, but listen to this. No, you feel a little. Can't you feel the love tonight? I'm feeling. Let's get going. Let us meet the protagonist. Step 1. September 4th. Oh, we're not starting in the middle of the year, huh? Year 201,002,023 BC. Amid the arid heat of the morning sun of the Volcaldera Bluffs, I can't help but miss living in the more temperate weather of the Midwest. Summer sleeves are in style this year. That jacket's aroma... Jacket's aroma? That jacket's aroma blog better be right. This sweat thing is killing me. At least it's guaranteed to start getting chillier in a few weeks. Yes, because it's September. Don't... Protagonist, please, for the love of God, did you watch Ned's Survival Guide? September is still summer. You can't wear the thick winter coats yet. Please, keep it in mind. Does anyone under 18 even know what Ned's Survival Guide is anymore? Or has that just vanished? It's where I got Gamugadoop Schmupple from. Come on. Besides, I'm sure to make an impression in with this. Abercrombie and Flint. Oh, Amber. Abercrombie and Flint is all the rage these days. Look at them. Shh. Okay, how do I... Yeah! Look at them! They're just random background characters, and they got so much going for them. It's like Goodbye Volcano High, but they also had like a lot going into the backgrounds. Look at this. We got the vines hanging from nowhere. We got some shadows in the background. We got a lovely lady in front. That's a tall-looking lady, though. Damn. That's a long leg. She's got something on her tail, you know, augmented a bit. We got your typical punk. We got the beanie, the tears, the skateboard, and everything. We got some... I don't know who that guy in the background is, but he ain't loving it. If you got wings, like, you can't sit down, right? Like, you're just forced to stand up or lean forward. Ugh, that's gotta be... I mean, these things aren't even accommodated. Like, listen, I've talked about this. If you're gonna make seating like this for tails, you have to have a tail gutter, a place where you can put the tail, or extra space. You know, put the backrest a bit further forward so that there's some space for your tail in the back. so it can curl around a bit more comfortably. That's not done here. Caveman on, I'm docking points. But don't worry, I also dock these exact same points. Exact same points for Gobava. But I will say this, if this was made in a human area, if this was made in a human colony by humans, I love it. I hope a dinosaur complains about it a lot. I sigh and lean back in the hard plastic seating of the metro. This is above ground, man. Just call it a tram. I'm on my way to my first day in a new school. Ordinarily, I'd just be glued to my phone on the trip, but there's just too much on my mind right now. My folks' sitch requires us to move frequently, which gives me little time to fit in. Much like how a rolling stone gathers no moss, I never make a friend I'd keep longer than a year. A lot of promises to keep in touch that petered off within a few months. Admittedly, it's my fault in the end. Besides, that's going to change starting today. I'm going into senior year now. It's my very last chance to prepare for the world ahead. Luckily for me, the cards are stacked in my favor. I feel around in my backpack for my DSLR. That's a fancy camera, dude. Holy cannoli. Are you a YouTuber? Oh. So my fingers can absent-mindedly fiddle with the mode dial. I forgot to turn it back later, so everyone is overexposed, and the aperture just... Oh, everything was just... Oh, the color correction was terrible. I really shouldn't have touched that thing. St. Edmunds High School, which again is a reference to Jurassic Park, I've been told. I read one of the fanfics someone recommended, and they're like, old Mr. Hammond had a park, and it's just like, that's perfect. That's a perfect song. St. Hammond High School is extremely well known for their artists' curriculum. In other words, I'd be surrounded by people that share my interests. What a smart move. What a smart move, protagonist, man. Even if it is a bit of a ride away. Speaking of rides, I'd hope that my parents could drive me there today. That's fine. The trains are probably pre-dino... I would love that. If that's true, and they bring it up, and the dinosaurs hate, I love it. I think that's just the best. Because it's such a cute world-building detail. The best world-building details are laziness and humanity. It's done because some jackass didn't want to fucking bother is the best reason to do something. Listen, okay, stop. In Star Wars, the reason the Y-Wings don't have their plates is the engineers got sick and fucking tired of putting them back on. The only reason they look like that is because the people maintaining them are like, I can't be bothered anymore. That is a great reason to do something. I love it. Speaking of, yeah, okay. By the time I was up, though, they had already left for work. You know, just like Fang, whose parents are just always at work. Jesus. No big deal. I like the hustle and bustle of public transportation. Especially since they actually pay someone to maintain this thing. Look at the chrome, man! Look at the chrome! It's gleaming. Gleaming! The plants are vibrant. They're full of flowers. You can feel this is a well-maintained metro. That it's a good place. Look at them. No one is worried on this. Everyone's just having a good time. Everyone's just having a good time. I imagine I'm going to have to get used to this anyway. Yeah, man. I remember when actually, I've never always lived close enough to school that wasn't a major concern. I'm not American, so you can live near your school. Or go with a bike. As time passes, my mind wanders to memories of previous schools. And on being the 99%, well, Inco is the 1%. Ooh. I don't know, man. You can have good public transit and not live in a 1% neighborhood if your fucking government isn't cracked to shit. Like, you want to know, like, the buses I take around here aren't the best, but they're fine, and they're fine. Come on. I do imagine that you need to be in the 1% area for them to fucking polish the chrome every day, though. Damn. They all sucked. Really? I thought your problem was not fitting in. Mr. Protagonist-kun. Hey, I need to make the most of the situation I'm in. Not to get all sad like this. I need to do something. Like, take a selfie near the hobo next to me. I won't get stabbed. Get up and breathe in that fresh... That's a lot of asterisks for me. You know what? Like... Nasser did give us some good advice in Goodbye Volcano High. Take a power stance, you know? Take an action. I'm interrupted by the ding of the terminal board. Car gradually coming into a stop. I'm still available for doing the like I'm gonna go anywhere. I step off. Jesus, that's a nice background, though. That is so nice. That is great. Doesn't look like a caldera, but I do like what it looks like. That's spiffy. That's a nice view. Just a nice view. I step off the metro, heading out of the station as I follow a few other students heading towards school. Okay, funny story time. One time I was going... Listen, when I take new routes on the public transit, one time I got off early and I had to walk the rest of the distance, and someone was like, "Why did you get off there?" And it was like, I thought I missed the station because I didn't know the area. Anon didn't eat charity food. Oh, yeah, but a deal... Oof. Como has buses and trains. What a blessed boy. Oddly enough, I'm only seeing dinosaur students. Not another human to be seen anywhere. Must be one of those dino-heavy regions. Dino nuggies. There's a lot of greenery here as well. I almost forget how close we are to a major city. The pathway leads to a stone bridge that goes over a small creek. Damn, you got a small creek? All I got is a gutter full of hobos. And I'm like gesturing to the blood in the gutter. As I walk across, I notice other students meet in pairs and walk with each other. The air begins to fill with the sounds of laughters and stories of how their summer break went. There it is. I need to move this thing around a bit. Sorry, my setup's a bit meh. I'll go during the weekend, not the weekends. Yeah, man. There it is. The school peeks out over the trees ahead of me, as though inspecting and welcoming me inside. St. Hammond High, my new home away from home for the next year. Yeah, man. Yeah. I stop and take a deep breath. The air is crisp, reminding me of an old campground I went to back in elementary school. Once again, I'm handed an opportunity to make something of myself. He has a lot of breaks, a lot of pauses. I'm apprehensive, but hopeful. It's my last shot at this. There's no going back. I take my first step onwards. Here we go again. Okay. Jump into the painting. Protagonist. Bum, 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 bum. It's your first star. You gotta get it, boy. You know that the first star is the one that alters the level the most on the second playthrough. You gotta go for it. Oh! I was gonna say weak background, but it's animated. Ooh, that's... Whoa! Dude! Look at that mural! Oh, that's cool. That's a nice-looking school building. Dang! This kind of reminds me of a rehab center I saw once. What a nice background, though. Damn! Students mill about in the front yard. The school is known for its heavily prioritized art programs. Over 2/3 of the graduates end up pursuing a career in the arts. About half of them regret it from what I've read, but still plenty of that made it, right? It's also the management's claim to fame, with the facade of the front entrance being dominated by a vibrant mural. Did an alumni paint that, or someone else? Yeah, man, that was a good animation. Stock bird noises, I feel. I got a good feeling about this place. Unlike Volcano High, which was like extremely boring and standing on a hill and looked kind of depressing in the morning fog. A few students eyeball me as I continue walking in. Some friends whisper to each other. I just knew this jacket would pay off. The front doors are propped wide open. I already feel the cool breeze inviting me in. This is not economical to run your AC while you have the doors open. Inside, it's a familiar, yet brand new sight. Damn! Look at that floor! You know, it's a simple view, but I like it. We got some goobers in the back with a Steam Deck, you know, promoting that Steam Deck. Did you get a sponsorship from Steam? We got a nice plump individual and a skinny one having a fight. Who knows what they're fighting about? And we got two ladies who are they're watching something scandalous on the phone. And we got ourselves a Nasser and Naomi in the back. We got the OG pair in the back. What a collection. And I love that the mural is very present. It's very much like, here it is. Take a look. It's in a book. It's not overbearing, but it does feel, lived in. Don't forget to... Listen, you know that that lady in the right was showing off the phone, the guy in the thing is like, favorite, and subscribe. You know that's happening, Como. You know that's happening. I love the detail of the exit sign. There's a waste bin in the background with some trash next to it. It's a lot of little details. Very cute. Love that they're going for the classic mirroring the image in the reflection, even though that doesn't generally actually work. I hadn't mentioned it yet, but the school is also unique for its student body. It's composed almost entirely of dinosaurs. All matter of saurian herbivores and otherwise. Damn! There's a... Whoa! Okay. Okay, let's look at some more cuties. We are looking at the cuties. We got the guy with the sports bottle on the left. You know what those two bros are up to. They're broskies. They do the muscular handshake. We got two dorks over here. Ooh, you better not... I'm very picky when it comes to tail holes, because I know how to get them wrong. But look at those ladies in the back. They're having a nice time. You know, I like that they're going for some pretty muted colors. They're not too hard on the eyes. I mean, let me take Snook Game back out. Let's take out that old Snook Game CG. I just want to compare, because these are relatively modest individuals. Let's see, I'm looking for the giant diagonal. Where is it? God, every single time I look for this image of, like, the school zoom, I always miss it. I don't know what it is. My brain just refuses to acknowledge that it exists. I love it that every time I open the CG, the first thing I see is the bad ending, because they're all called A. Oh, and then the... There we go, stairs. No, they were pretty modest back then. Definitely going for more of a jab at the idea, but... it was also busier. But yeah, look at these characters! They're nice and cute. Pretty modest. Yeah, because they already made the joke in Snoot Game anyway. And these are a bit more, straightforward. I like it. Because there is the colorful lady in the back, but... Scales, feathers, tails. Is that a feather? A tether? What's a tether? I don't even know. Oh, I'm out of my element. Wings, talons, and webbed hands. Not to mention the colors. All vibrant enough to challenge the bright mural in the school outside. I'd use the term phantasmagoric if I was smarter. I love phantasmagoric. We got another one? Are you kidding me? We got 3 of them? Oh my god. Okay, listen, I'm not... That is Mandark and Dexter. You're not fooling me. They got the hairdos down. The Dexter one is the obvious tell, though. We got some ladies we got some dudes in the back over there. They got some sports prizes. That's pretty cool. We got one for soccer, basketball, and whatever that third one is. Got someone listening into those tunes. A nice feathered lady up front. Lady? Yeah, she's got the white eyelashes. The old rule of the eyelashes. We got a person who's probably admiring their own trophy. I'm gonna win that, or I already won that. And of course we got... Dexter, please remove your emergency escape hatch from the classroom. You're moving to a new one, and we don't want to have people get mixed up. I gotta say, I love how they're drawn, though. Like, they look like really good fan art. God damn. It is one big image. I know. There's a lot more emphasis on this. But imagine, and if you talk about the dichotomy of lemons and melon breads. Listen, Como, I've said before that one of my dream things is to end up with enough money that I can buy the high-end slots in Patreons and stuff, and just get random Ophinia cameos everywhere for shits and giggles. Just for the hell of it. If Caveman wants to work with me on that, I'll probably just be too shy to engage. So they can do it, and nothing will happen. Not to mention, I don't have any communication channels. Good luck finding me. Although, admittedly, why would she even be talking about that? Although, actually, no, she would totally do that in front of just random people. In front of a class, though. Who made her a teacher is the real question in that context. Oh, what a lovely view, though. Just great. Dozens of students march around, reconnecting with past friends and meeting new ones. Just like you want to, buddy. We'll make it work. Some anxiously glance at their schedules, checking every door as though they were numbered at random. I probably shouldn't be standing I have no idea who we're dealing with. So we're gonna do a goof voice. Is that it's an art school? Oh my god, it's true. It's an art school. They're referencing Dexter. Okay, I just noticed something. I need to do something about my alerts because they're in the way of the text box. There you go. Don't want that to fuck it up. Let's do a random voice, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do for realsies once we know what the hell we're dealing with. Wow! Is that a human? Uh-oh. It's your first friend! Oh no. Oh no! This is everything that didn't happen in the other one, because Adon showed up and he just vanished. And now everyone is rub-a-dubbing them. It's technicolored. I'm soon surrounded and overrun by a crowd of neon-colored teenagers. Clearly my jacket is working like a... You're such a smug little boy. Clearly my jacket is working like a charm. Listen to this cute music. This is adorable. Look at him. Wow! He's like a life-size mannequin. Hey, no kid. Is this what it's like to be pop? No, this is what it's like to be a sideshow. They don't like you. They're just wondering. I wasn't expecting this to happen so quickly. Okay, if this was Snook Game, this would be the part where everyone starts laughing. But I'm going to assume they're a bit nicer this time. A few students are taking pictures with their phones. I even see one with a sketchbook and pens in his rapidly scribbling on the... Are humans that rare? Really? Wow, a human! Are you like a foreign exchange student? In the chaos, a few people touch my hands. Oh no, I have scale allergy. This is the worst time to find that one out. Whoa, man, human skin feels weird. Jeez, it's a bit uncalled for. Yeah, oh no, he doesn't... Oh no! Oh, that's great! We're not confident enough to tell him to back off. Oh, that's so cute. Aiko, Mr. Cognio, please, here's some pap-pats. Here's some pap-pats, please. It's fine. It's fine. Go along with it. There's so much happening. Yeah, man, I'd break down. And I don't want to be a party pooper. Yeah, now's not the time, is it? A few people shout at me to get my attention. Hey, could you look in here for a side profile? Yeah, man, this would be some good reference material. Wait, I need to get a better look at his skin texture. I once again found myself frozen, only muttering quietly as I hastily try to follow the instructions. Seriously, though, it's so weird that none of this happened in Volcano High, but here they're, like, bombarding him. I guess they're... Ah, there you go. Eventually, all the Saurians take their photos and talk themselves out before dispersing back into... I told you, they just needed reference material. By the time I recover from the shock of the situation, the last one breaks off, and I seemingly find myself all alone again. Yeah. Spur of the moment, I got all caught up in the hype. Oh, that was my chance to socialize. Wah, wah. I blew it. Okay, listen. Mr. Cloaker. I kind of want to point something out that I think is worth discussing. I mentioned before that in Volcano High, they kind of squander that. They didn't go... They could have gone two ways. Either we are in control of Fang, and Fang has thoughts, but they don't want to act on them. But I hope they that they do it the right way. That it's consistent. The problem with Goodbye Volcano High is they were inconsistent. Are we Fang or not? Was a big problem. If we're consistent here like we were in Snook Game, then I am perfectly on board. I'm not against the idea, I was against the execution. Like I said, ideas are cheap, executions are hard. It doesn't matter how bad your idea is, if you stick that sick McFario 900, no one can argue. Oh, he looks so... Hey, you're a human, right? Triceratops goes lead forward, scouting me up and down. She does not look like someone you would want to hang out with. You know what she wants. She wants you to buy her free lunch and nothing else. This is it. Time to seal the deal and get a new friend. Inko! Yeah. Close enough. Even the jacket can't save him. The swag can't protect him. Hey, can I get a selfie with ya? It'd be great for one of my classes. What classes? Yeah, definitely. She puts an arm around my back for a shoulder hug while she poses dramatically. Are we getting alarms? No. Maybe a bit too friendly. I mean, everyone was friendly a minute ago. Big smile now. She takes a picture and checks it enthusiastically. So, I'm Inko. Oh, yeah, cool, yeah. And we gotta go. Oh, you poor schmuck. What's the photo for, by the way? She pauses, aloofly chewing some gum. My fashion design class. That jacket is ballin'. Thanks for the pecan. No, she just wanted the jacket. The suede couldn't do it. It was too smooth and not sticky. Well, I feel my shoulders sag as I now taking the sparse hallway around me. Not allowed choosing for the demo? Oh, that's fine too. I'm fine with that. Like I said, as long as you're consistent. Just don't be weird about it. Everything can go. At least she was polite about it, yes. It wasn't a deception. That must have been my 15 minutes of fame. I don't think it even lasted 50 minutes. We'll make a nice cut in the recording there, so let's move on. There's no way I've already blown it. I try to shake off the negative thoughts. Focus on the positive. For a brief moment, I was the talk of school. Yeah, you can still kind of leverage that, I guess, in a way. Yeah. Click, click, click. Nice sound effect. The familiar sound draws my attention. I know what that is. It's a nerd. At the end of the hall, there's someone kneeling. What is he? With one of the latest camera models, if I'm not mistaken. Hey! The guy flinches. I flinch too. I hadn't meant to shout at him. The few shooting around me don't bat an eye at it, though. Oh, dang! Everyone gets an animated... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's hot! God damn it, I'm losing it. He's cute, though! Look at him! He's got the turtleneck. Turtlenecks are great. Not gonna argue. But he's got the jacket. He looks like a teacher. You know, no. I just realized what he looks like. He kind of reminds me of Mike Dawson from Darkseid. He's a bit more colorful with the red jacket, but he's pretty damn close. No! No! I don't want him to be associated with Mike Dawson. Someone, quick, you have to defuse this. Before I'm going to bring up the mother's exploding head. We need to stop this. Or I'm going to be like, hey, you missed, pal. And I'll never stop. No. Please, save me. Save me. Como would smooch Ophinia? Ooh. I don't know if you want to go there, buddy. Oh no, he's hot! I just think he's cute. The Real Lobster has decided to join us as well. This is a nice song, though. What kind of accent was Dexter going for? The gang's all here! Actually, we're missing Numbers Man with the weird number name. No! Como, no! I don't want him to send me porn! Why are you talking about this? No. Being bullied. This isn't gonna work for me. It's fine. I'll live. Although I am... never mind. Anyway, since no one wants to help me with this, I guess we'll have to figure something else out. I'll have to figure something else out. Dr. Curl... What? Sorry about the yell. Okay, what are... God, I need to... I want a good one. If he looks like main cast material. But I don't... But I've never done Dexter, though. I've never done the little guy. Even though I watched him when I was a little kid, and I was always like, what a weird show. I like it, though. His lab was neat, you know? The giant hallways of metal, seemingly perfectly at home within a place made entirely by human hands, indecipherable to the common man. Just great. I don't know what a New England accent means. I'm very stupid, sorry. I want to do it, but there's a part of me that's like, I'm very nervous about this because I'm live on TV. Okay, listen, Cloaker, I've mentioned before, the only thing that the stupid LNL stuff does, outside of the point that it gives Trish and Fang a moment to interact, all it does is give Reed a moment to vent, and it's like, no one wants to show up at your D&D game about the world ending and everyone dying, Reed. They already got that going on in real life, you dingus. It's so stupid. Ugh. Like, having fun about beating some bandits, I don't know. Come on, man. You had a whole year. Get it out of your system. In a different way. I can't do it. I'm just too nervous. I got stage fright. But I'm not nervous about that. I'm just nervous about the accent. Also, I haven't listened to Daxter in, like, forever. Daxter. Also, for quick reference... Wait, no. Was he? Okay, so, quick thing. Back when I was little, a lot of that kind of cartoons were not dubbed. They were subbed entirely. You know, dubs versus subs, man. When you watch an American TV in a non-American country, you watch it with the dubs. But nowadays, it's all dubs. But then it was subs, and I don't know if Dexter was dubs or subs. It was probably subs, because a lot of those shows didn't get that treatment until later, and it's how I learned a lot of my English. Come on, Reed. The channel is this way. Reed is going on 4chan, so that he can rant about his carf not being good. Yeah, the class choices. The only one we really have, I guess, is... They're super obvious, and they're a little lame. We got Druid with Rosa because, you know, she does gardening. We got the Paladin for Naomi because Naomi's the good girl. Dark Mage because oh boy, Fang is so depressing. But then why is Reed the Game Master? And Ollie is just some random punk, even though, like, Trish does nothing physical. Why is Trish a physical character? And Jeff, of course, a good friend, Sage, is the chef because that's the only fucking character trait they could give him. Stella doesn't show up because they couldn't figure out what class to make her. Like, their classes feel like they're racial stereotypes in a weird way instead of, like, actual character choices. Como, you always play cleric. You are not allowed to complain. Como? Como? You only ever play a cleric? I don't want to hear it. No, Oracle doesn't count, Como. Oracle doesn't count. Get out of here. That is a great picture, though. That is a great picture, though, Como. Ooh, I'd hug that gator. All right. I can try. But you know what? Taking something you know and fucking it up is a great way to get something new. Park the car in the Harvard yard. No, I don't want to talk like that. No, it's fine. I managed to get the shot I wanted. No, that's not... It works. The bespectacled boy, I think he's a parasaur, double checks the camera's display and smiles. Yep, perfect. This will be the fine print for the yearbook. Can I see? Take out your camera, Inko! Take out your camera! Show that you are connected by the power of the firewire cable. His grin seems to widen in my interest. Oh, of course, here. He turns the display towards me, showing me a shot of the hallway. And me as the focal point. Pretty good, right? I look a little closer and notice that I think it's a little out of focus. And dark? Yeah, man, indoor exposure, you gotta be a bit more harsh on it than you think you should be. Because, like, the human eyes are accounting for a lot of HDR, but indoors are dark. What do you have your f-stop set at? Oh, shit. He stops and glances up at me, pleasantly surprised to get a real answer. Yeah, I'm a bit of a photographer myself. I'm taking it as an elective, too. With Mr. Yadakan? Thinking back to my memorized class schedule. Oh my god, you dork. You memorized your class schedule. I mean, I kind of did, too, but that's just repetition for me. Dr. Kleiner. We'll save Dr. Kleiner for someone else, I think. I like this one. A little sharp. Look at Ben's face. What is up with Ben's face? I will say that Ben's hair is a bit weird. I don't know if I like it. Again, he just reminds me of Mike Dawson. But there's something about him that... There's something about the hair. I don't know. That little smile. It's a... Oh, I see. It's an itty-bitty baby smile. I was expecting the smile closer to the glasses. That's adorable. See you later, Twisted Chaos. Have fun. I'm just jamming to this. Thinking back to my memorized class schedule, the name does sound familiar. Yep. Oh, snap, cool. We were classmates. Mr. Yanaka's busy, so he just teaches for a period. Oh, wow. What kind of busy? He offers his hand out for a handshake. I'm Ben. Inko. Friend achieved. You've done it! Mission complete. I'm actually new here. I kind of figured, being the only human in this year and all. St. Hammond isn't one of the more popular schools, but the staff put a lot of effort into the arts programs. Even the campus itself is designed like a living art piece, so if you ever need help. From the pause, I'm guessing he's offering some help. Oh no. Oh no. Is he one of those people? You know what I'm talking about. Is he an architect? I want to hear about it. I wouldn't say no to a tour. A tour, you say? Well, I'm only going back to the principal's office, but I can point out some neat stuff along the way. He raises an eyebrow to himself in contemplation. Ah, look at he's a cutie though. He gets the pats. No spoilers. It does take place in Simple, but no spoilers, please. I have not played this. Unlike Goodbye Volcano, like a Snook game, Goodbye Volcano High, where I knew a lot of stuff ahead of time. I don't hear. Please, I want this to develop organically. It might be a good idea to meet the principal too. He waves at me to follow him. Yeah, I just don't know what Dexter's voice is like. Like, I know a few bits, but not enough to actually vocalize something on the fly. I need more material. Turns out he wasn't just an avid photographer like me, but also the... Oh, we've met the Nasser. Is he triple president? Turns out he wasn't just an avid photographer like me, but also the school council president. I was trying to make the implication that he's into fellas. You know, because what self-respecting straight man wears a turtleneck? But that's just... But then I switch it over. The switcheroo is that I'm like, is he an architect? Because they're talking about the whole school being designed like a living art piece. Even though it looks like a very brutalist structure from the outside, sans the mural, thank you. And one of his priorities was taking photos for the school's yearbook, for the first day page. Every few minutes, we'd pause so Ben could take a couple of shots, mainly of the students talking and walking with each other. And while I would watch, I had considered helping him in some way. I mean, that camera looks amazing. All those extra lenses. Nope. I mean, that camera looks amazing, and then there's also those extra lenses in the back. I feel absolute elation to finally know someone that's into photography. Yeah, man. It's like Raid with D&D. It's like you don't know anyone, and then you meet someone. It's great. It's a fantastic moment. I really want to broach it, but Ben fills the air between us with talking. Oh, wait. And I really want to broach it, but Ben fills the air between us talking more about the school. Yeah, he's doing the newbie introduction, buddy. Which is why we are still going by the Feathertails, even though I think it's a tad distasteful. Oh, it's like the Redskins. I mean, you have feathered tails, buddy. It's kind of like calling people the Beards. It's not that harsh, is it? I guess it's more like calling something the Dreadlocks. It's, you know, that kind of direction. Or calling a Jedi team the lightsabers. It's a little insensitive. You know, some people might think it's a bit much. Like, I'm a Jedi. I have a lightsaber staff, not a lightsaber. Mine can bend to 90 degrees. It has no practical purpose, but I can do it. My staff bends 90 degrees. Mine can spin. It has two sides and it spins. It has no practical function, but it can. You know, a good Jedi can spin the lightsaber with his own hand. Thank you. Dang, you're pretty good at this. Do you give these tours to all new students? Ah, not really. But no, it is something I've thought about a lot. Oh, hold on. Hey, Lunara. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. That is a fresh summer's dress. And she got a flower in the hair. Ben goes to greet a student putting up intricate wall banners. You look like a raccoon. Look at her. She's got the raccoon. Although this reminds me more of one of those Pokemon with the crocodile. Maldile, I think he's called. Maldile? Bulbapedia. Bust me out here, buddy. No, Mala is the big snappy lady. Whatever the name is. You know the one. What an interesting cast so far. I like that your friend matches your jacket. You gotta pick your friends to match your outfit. Actually, Ben also matches her dress. Hell, hey Ben. You ever get summer vacation? I did. Great work on the decorations. They look even better than last year's. Aw, thank you. What's all this for? She steps aside so I can fully view the banner she just finished with. Cultural Arts Club. We meet every Thursday after school, and we look at antique artwork. She initially looked past me to talk with Ben, but she gasps once she realizes. Crocodile. Let's take a look, see if it's crocodile. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. No, I'm thinking of Sandile. I was thinking of Sandile, because Sandile's a bit cuter. A bit more rounded. Man, this song's jazzy. Hey, you're human, right? Oh, that's a silly question. You should totally join. I would just love human culture. There's this amazing set of ancient masks at my place from ancient Europe. I just adore them. You gonna give them back or what? Wow, that's impressive. I think you'd make a great curator. You know what? I probably would. After that cult display with Spirit Week last year, I got to agree. We spent years studying the tribe and weeks more practicing the— oh god. We also study and paint with those styles. It's like we're learning the techniques of the old masters. Hopefully soon we can even get to sculpting like those old Venus statues. We plan on getting one to look at sometime this year. What do you think? It'd be great if you could come. Yes, that'd be neat. Oh wait, no, so the other guy. Yes, that'd be neat. What say you, Inko? Maybe. I do love culture. Oh no, she's British. Stop stealing all my stuff and saying my country can't hold my relics anymore. Well, you know, your country has like humans in it and you keep breaking stuff. They have cats that knock things off of tables. So obviously we need to keep them here for safety. Which is weird because the humans came to America, if I remember my history correct. So it's really goofy. And then they found all the dinos. Oh, that's great. Oh, listen, we have this old chieftain dress we've had for ages, and we just have to see what it looks like on the real thing. I'll think about it. That's... Ooh, no way. I'd sooner endure a second impact event than wear something like that. Hell, hey, nice to catch up with another. We have got places to be. Take care. Bye. She waves us off, and Ben continues leading me down to the principal's office. Like some people, not for bad reasons. You got a license for that, mate? Hey. Oh my goodness. Okay, Michael, listen. Cannot talk now, but I'd love to catch up later, yeah. I'm floored. This guy seems to know just about everyone in school, as much as they know him. Talk about being on top of things. Does he even know the newbies? Because it is a new year, right? Points out a few minor landmarks around schools and stops to greet a number of students. Happy to see him after summer break. By the way, when I say no spoilers, I'm fine if you spoil that someone's a main character. Because I do want the voices to work on the long term. Ah, man. Sorry we have to stop so much. No, I think it's cool you know everyone. But if only it could be cool without making us late. He points out a few more minor landmarks in the school, eventually leading me to its biggest draw. I already knew that this place was known for art, but wow. Just outside the administrative office, the hallway is filled with wonderful pieces of work. Paintings line the wall with name placards beneath detailing who the artists were, or are. All created by alumni and attending students of the school. And this is the gala. All of the pieces have been featured in all kinds of articles and presentations. Whoa. I know, right? One moment. Ben turns to the nearest door and gives the polite knock. I have no idea. Is this the principal? I need to know if the principal is Spears again. Scalar! It's me, Principal Scalar. An oviraptor no older than her mid-60s exits the room holding a steaming mug and sporting a tired smile. She's perfect. She's perfect. She's perfect. No complaints. No complaints. Look at that kitty mug. Yeah, this is great. I know exactly what she needs. Oh, mid-30s. Whoops. Oh, she's not that old. I want someone who's old enough to give the old cranky voice to, though. She seems too tired for it. Listen, I just love making someone talk like that. Just sick and tired of all you bastards showing up to my front door, for fuck's sake. It's just a fun voice to throw around. Also, is that normal, or is that like a birth defect? Because that's not something that gets brought up a lot in games like this. Like, Nasser has the fucked up wing, but, like, you know, You can have one character in your cast who's like, his hand is backwards. Just to keep it interesting. Edna Kerbapple. Huh. I can't go like that. That's too high. She does look like that teacher. Good morning, Benjamin. Good morning. Inko, this is our esteemed principal. Remember, it's pal for your pal. Good morning, ma'am. Her eyes shoot wide mid-sip of her coffee. I hadn't noticed. Oh, oh no. You would be Mr. Garnido, yes? Yes? But my name... How wonderful. Gone is the exhaustion of her face, instead replaced by a very wide smile. I'm happy that you have chosen our school for your last year, Mr. Nitu. Ben, be sure to give him a thorough St. Hammond welcome, okay? I already was. If you ever need any assistance, my office is always open, Mr. Neto. Not to mention the student council is also available for help. Isn't that right, Ben? This is a Christian server. Keep it. Yes, Miss Principal Scaler. Thank you, Principal Scaler. Oh, and Ben, one moment, please. But the parasol is dragged into the office, leaving me alone with the school gala. Whatever they're saying, I can't overhear it. I can't hear it over the ambient noise of the student body. Either way, it's probably not something I was meant to hear. That's a good moment to cut it. Every video is going to start with me saying that's a good moment to cut it because I keep immediately restarting and then I say it's going to be great. I move a few feet away, out of earshot of the discussion inside. On the wall beside me is a framed panorama. For some reason, I was like, there should be an R instead of an N, but no, it's panoramic. On the wall beside me sits a framed panoramic landscape of the city, painted by hand. Is that like that one guy who painted like drew like a whole city from memory? Oh, that's great though. Halford. Why does that name sound familiar? Hang on. One moment. One fucking moment. Yeah, the nothing to something uses the last name Halford for Olivia's family. I don't know if it's the same Halfords. Well, don't tell me. I don't want to know, because that's like a weird fanfic. Who cares? My fanfic is weird, don't worry. Wow, that is a hell of a thing to hang up on your wall, though. Oh wow, I could practically use this thing as a map with how detailed it is. This whole universe feels like some town USA southwest coast side. No wonder it's hanging so predominantly by the principal's office. The gentle brushstrokes, the vibrant colors, the evening sun bouncing off each shadow of the majestic scarlet sky enveloping the horizon, all of which combine together to give it a dreamscape-like feeling. Excuse me. All of which combine together to give it a dreamscape feeling, like it's an idealized version of the city. It's beautiful. I've never been a big admirer of paintings, but I can't deny this is a masterpiece. Only a teacher could have been able to express the scenic beauty of the city with this level of passionate... If the Halford connection does make sense, then I know her name is Olivia. If that's Olivia, that'd be... You know, don't spoil that for me. Don't. I'll be very angry. I'll waggle my finger at you. You won't get to talk for the rest of the stream. Although I guess if you've already said that, then you've already achieved your mission objective at that point. I like how you're like only a teacher. Like, savants exist, my man. I withdraw my Caveton Stone 60 from... What? I withdraw my Cavon Stone 60 from my bag. And with the compact lens, I withdraw my cave... God damn it, the name throws me off. I withdraw my Cavon Stone 60 from my bag. And with the compact lens I barely fit the entirety of the painting in frame for the shot. There should be a picture of him with a camera if it's going to be a thing. Just saying. Checking the photo copy on my display, I realized I left out the title and the artist of the piece. That's rude, man. How do you do that? Like, it's right under, and the thing is massively wide. The tag says, Dreamscape. Artist O. Halford, 9th grade. You dingus. You only said it was a teacher because you wanted to be a little smarty pants. First place, 2020. A freshman did this. Jeez. 9th grade? Is that freshman? I don't know. I'm not very smart. Every year in Pangea, a single human is transferred to a lizard's dinosaur school to get a lizard girlfriend. Yeah, man, that's how they crossbreed. That's the crossbreeding program. I mean, I like that idea. I kind of forgot about it, but I like the idea of Goodbye Volcano High being such an idealized society that it's having birthing problems. People just don't want to have kids anymore. Now that I look at the rest of the paintings, because, like, a lot of population sustainment comes from all kinds of weird places and weird religions. You know, people who fuck but don't know that gives babies, or religions that are more like you gotta, you know, other cultures, migrants. There's a lot of places where new people come from. Otherwise, you end up with a country like Japan, where everything stagnates and no new babies get around. And Pangea is implied to be homogenous to enough of an extent that should be a problem. Or one culture overbreeds and there's something there you can talk about, is what I'm trying to say. There's a point you can make, or a thing you can draw upon, or something that's like a fun character background detail, where someone is like, well, my parents only have me because they got like $50 for doing it, you know? That kind of stuff. That's like an interesting character background. Like, my parents had me because the government would just pay them a fuck ton of money to keep me. You're a welfare baby. What an awful existence that would be. Like, maybe at first you're like, oh, my parents love me, but then you're like, damn, they just had me for the money at first. Like, even if they love me now, that just taints things. Ugh. Now look at the rest of the paintings. This is insane. It's all so much better than what I would have made. It's almost like the person who made this didn't have anything else to do. Almost all of the pieces are beautifully drawn. Acrylic, charcoal, pastel, and not even one photo. Hinko, I'm back. Senior, how on earth am I meant to start measuring up here? Listen, Inko. Inko, every artist has been there. And you gotta grow past that pretty freaking fast, my boy. Or you're not gonna make it. Inko? What's that sound? Oh, look, it's the painting! Oh, this is great. We got a sculpture, we got a little statue, we got an alien. Aliens? Aliens? Intertribal warfare. I like this picture, though. Look! He matches the shirt. I told you! Why do you have hair like an anime protagonist, Ben? Ben nudges me back. With the back of his hand as the commotion gets closer. Hey, watch it, jackass! Slow your roll, Leatherface. My leg! My spleen! Watches the, perpetrator? Aggressor? Aggregator? Finally rolls around the corner and starts barreling down the hallway, speeding right towards us. Mine sticks kick in and I stumble to the side to avoid the oncoming collision. For just a split second, I get a good look at my assailant. Holy shit, they animated it! Oh god, whoa! That was a, oh. Damn! Green scales, messy hair, and a faded purple hoodie. That's Anon, freshly plucked from the dumpster. She propels herself forward with dexterous hands, spinning the large wheels on her. I only now notice she's in a wheelchair. I didn't even know you could go that fast in one of those. You know, less drag resistance. So. Because your feet, you... She glances my way, and her pupils lock onto my... She's moving at like 1,000 miles an hour. How are you even looking at anyone? What a nice little song, though. Listen, hang on there, buddies. I'm not we're, no. Oh, we're now on a PNG, I imagine. Yeah, oh, that's pretty clever. We're gonna pull this one out. I want to take a closer look at this. Hang on. I want to look at the frame by frame. Oh, we got a guy in a sweater. What the? Who is this? Okay, so in the middle of the shot, let me see if I can. Man, those are some. Oh, that's a cute girl in the yellow turtle deck. That's cute. And then then she shows up, and then we get a few more. That's an angry-looking guy. We got. Oh, that's pretty cool. And then it stops. The eyes... Oh, the eyes turn, and then her head moves as the eyes stay stationary. That's pretty cool. But there is a weird-ass motherfucker in the background, and I want to know what her story is. Let me see if I can quickly take care of this. I need to save this image, and then I can put it up. Let's put it into downloads. Hang on, buddies. Hang on. Add image. Show off. Let's see if I can do this without accidentally clicking all of the disgusting pornography here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this lady. Look at her. Who is this? Who is this? And why does she look like she belongs in a different video game? The sketchy shirt is what gets me. Sorry, Caveman On, your secret is now mine. I also mentioned someone else who looks adorable in a yellow turtleneck. Although I kind of like the guy next to it too. They both got a little pizzazz to them. I don't want to save these here. I want to save these here. Thank you. Show off. Let's browse the other image. Here you go. Oh, this is way bigger. Whoops. Hoinkus doinkus, my dick is now croinkus. Oh, look at them. Look at that cute turtleneck. I love cozy sweaters like that. It's a little warm for the weather, I imagine, but look at them. Ooh. I could do that. Anyway, I just wanted to point that one out because I wanted to look at all the background characters because, you know, why not? Boop. The people on the recording have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's fine. Watch the stream, you dingus. She glances my way as her pupils lock onto mine. Her grey and gold eyes are marred by bags. Like she hasn't slept in days. Who is this? Do we have a species? No. The girl's entire presence is ghost-like. Yeah, she does look a little faded. Expression, like she's looking straight through me. I don't know if this is better or worse than time with Fang. I'm sure she barely registers my existence, but I don't think I'll ever forget that face. Just as fast as she came, however. She's gone. You didn't even make friends, Inko. How are you gonna make friends if you can't make friends in the 5 seconds someone exists in your space? You idiot. As she leaves, I feel a weight is lifted from my shoulder. That's just Ben not pushing you into the glass, dude. At least until I trip directly into a glass case behind me. No. We're hearing that one again. I'm gonna find the sound files. You can't stop me, video game. Oh god, no, the audio section is just full of stuff. Oh no, it just hates loading all those sound files. Oh, no, oh, there we go. I need to find the glass one. No, fruit plap. Fruit plap? Who's getting plapped? Ow. Oh, here we go. Glass stud. It's on a slapstick. Oh, this is great. What a great little sound effect to put in your game. Here, watch it. Whoops. The parasol's hand roves over the display carefully. You're made of flesh, man. You're not going to break anything. Your pants will, you know, the little metal things. Looking for something? Cracks. Usually when the student falls into them, there's some kind of crack or scratch. Yeah, that's because you have shit glass, my man. Get better glass. Guess it's just a dino thing. You humans are lucky you don't... Oh, that's... I pointed out. I love it. Humans are fleshy, but they have scales and stuff. And horns. Oh, that's great. Guess that is just a dino thing. You humans are lucky you do not have to sweat over this kind of stuff. I guess it happens often. Often enough to take the school funds for their pet. Get better glass, you dingus. Or scratch-proof glass. There's got to be something you can get for this, dude. Or something you can rub out a little easier. Or go to Carglass. Carglass is better, Carglass is plus. You know, that kind of stuff. That can't be good. This sounds like an oversight. Well, I do not mean to brag, but I do. A vibrato chime echoes through the empty halls. I freeze. Tardy on the first day. You're not tardy until 5 seconds after. Run! Sorry to run like that, but you should get going to first class. Won't I need a tardy slip or something? We do not call them tardy slip. Unfortunately, they are very strict. You should call them late slip. Late slip? Yes. Don't ask. Nah, it is first day. Teachers are lenient. I'm fine. Either way, since you know. One of the benefits of being the class prayers. What's your first period? Physical education. Oh, that's a terrible one. Ben sucks the air through his teeth with a prolonged wince. You'll be fine. The gymnasium is down that way. Don't keep him waiting for too long. I need to get going too. Keep who waiting? I gotta go bye. Bye-bye, Ben. See you later. Wow, he walks fast when he has somewhere to be. That reaction doesn't exactly instill confidence in me. Did you bring your sporting clothes, man? He probably did because he memorized the whole class schedule. He knows what he's doing. I follow Ben's directions towards the school gymnasium. After all the earlier commotions, it's a quiet moment to myself. Might as well take it. Don't you have to change into your sporting clothes? Aren't you going to be, like, semi-naked in front of dinosaurs who were already, like, inspecting you when you were fully clothed? They're going to be like, man, where's your tail? What's happening there, buddy? Might as well take it to finally sort my thoughts. Let's see. What do I think of this place so far? It's certainly livelier than any of the other schools I've been to. Ever since I first stepped foot in here, everything's been so lively and everyone's so exuberant. It makes me feel a little out of my depth, since I'm used to the opposite. Here, people like that girl earlier are eager to share their hobbies almost without being prompted. Everywhere else I've been, people keep to themselves. Like they're only there because they have to. It hits me. The school's art program attracts people. The students here don't have to be here. They're choosing to be here, and that's why it's so active. Well, alright. What can I do with this information? It means I could probably get friends with anyone I want, right? Weird to say, but everyone here is sort of working with each other. There's bound to be some insane level of camaraderie, too. Maybe I won't even have to try. I'm almost at the gymnasium now, though. I'll hold this thought for later. Gym class. Where the boys are separated from the men with people with Herculean physics. Able to show off their sculpted bodies. I begin to remember how much I dreaded going to PE. The innumerable bad experiences from past schools pale in comparison to the many skidded knees and broken glasses. Hopefully this school PE is a bit less grueling. That's an inverted B. What is wrong with that sign? Wait a minute. Why does this view AI generated? Like, my brain is going like, what? Probably not, because they've been not done that so far, but there's something about the inverted B and everything. Like, they're trying to obfuscate that the text doesn't quite work, but it does. It's just a little blurry. No, it is kind of weird. Those lights, though, it's gotta be so bright in here. Ugh. As I stand before the wooden double doors leading to gymnasium, I'm struck with how empty the area looks. What did they say, arena? Yeah, the area. That's followed by me catching the sound of physical activity coming from within the gym itself. Shoot, I really am late. Ben's earlier warnings echo in my head like a foreboding spirit. I peer through the small windows and the doors and see the students standing shoulder to shoulder. Towering over them is a primate who I can only guess is our gym teacher, with his arms crossed and a scowl on his face. Man. Spears got a bad transfer. As a principal. I hope I can get away with being tardy. Stop using that term. Why aren't you saying late? As I walk into the... I died. They did mirror the image, I know that much. Because the capital's on the wrong side. But my first thought is how lucky I am to be alive. That's a great image, though. Look at him. I like that his hips are turned, but his upper body... Yeah, this is a true buzz. I don't even know what was thrown at me, but it might as well have been a cannonball. I spot the gym teacher, even through his baseball cap, I could feel the stare. Oh, let me try again. I spot the gym teacher, and even through his baseball cap, I can feel a stare of rage pierce into my soul. Such intensity, that ideal throwing form. It only missed by centimeters. That was intentional. That was a warning shot. Oh man, it's a monkey! No, it's an ape, he has no tail. Know this, and know it well, son. I have a policy. Each of my platoons gets 1 free miss from me a year. And you just spent it. Collective punishment is a war crime. I shift my ass to the students lined up next to him. They're so stiff of fear, I can't even tell what they're feeling. You got 3 seconds to lay it on the front of your platoon while in the great name of Gator Hugs are late. Well, I didn't even move. Intake, and I'll shut my mouth. The simian scholar starts marching back and forth like a drill sergeant. Look at his nose. Reject modernity. Embrace monkey. Listen up, cause I'm only saying this one once. In this class we operate on tough love. We learn from our mistakes, so you better pray to rap to Jesus you don't forget them. Because if you do, with the 3 monstrous steps the coach closed the distance of 10 yards to tower over me, I will be very upset. It reflects poorly on all of us, and that is not something I will accept. And so I would love to see you maggots succeed. But if you don't, I will make it unforgettable. Am I understood? I nod my head in fear. Fan-frickin-tastic. Now then, join the rest of your ranks and stiffen up! Once I confirm that my bladder is intact, I shuffle over to my college stand. I feel them staring at me with anger, as though I'm responsible for the coach's teaching style. What an appalling first impression to make. I should just quit and start over somewhere else while I still can. The teacher takes a second to glance over to us, reminding himself of where he was before I interrupted. Attention, hot maggots! You will all drop and give me 20 of the finest push-ups. Those guts better be an ant's fart off of that pristine floor, or else. Oh, it's that whistle. The violent blow of his loud whistle, the coach takes his position and shows proper technique. Well, you don't have to dress up, I guess. I hide my wince as my knees impact roughly with the ground. Real pain starts as I try to keep pace with everyone else around me. My biceps and forearms threaten to splinter from the weight of my body, and someone said that he has muscles, but I don't see it. Well, go take a look next time. And the speed of my jerky movements. I never realized just how badly out of shape I was. On your feet, you bipedal slugs! This guy, he ain't human. He's an ape, he's a monkey. Some kind of primate, maybe. You know, I feel a lot better about wanting to put Rex Octavius in as a monkey. Because for some reason, I just like the idea that Rex Octave is a monkey. He has like a little tail sticking out from under his jacket and he uses it to grab things. I've been writing that body swap thing again. That was nice. And I've actually gone to Archive of Our Own to see nothing to something. So, you hope that because you would like my voice to fucking die, or is it because you like the character? Because if you want my voice to die, you can do that in other ways. I can feel my muscles hollering in pure agony as I force myself up from the gymnasium floor. By the time I'm back on my feet, my breathing is heavy and coming out in whistles. I know that feel, man. I'm sore right now. I had to put together a closet and everything, and I had to carry it up several flights of stairs. I'm tired. Now then, since this is only the first day of school, how about we have ourselves a good old game of dodgeball? I love that line from Dexter. It's so good. Dodgeball! Listen, I have opinions about Nothing to Something, in that it kind of doesn't address certain points properly about how much goddamn time things take. Like I've said to someone else, it feels like Anon is good, like the movie Click, going through time. The soldier? I don't know the soldier from Team Fortress 2 well, but I know him well enough I could probably give it a go. Nah, I prefer this one. I might as well kill my voice. Did he say dodgeball? Oh yeah, dodgeball time. Oh no, it's him. It's a main character. I know he's a main character. He's a main character, right? Look at his hair. Yeah, he's got a main character theme. He's a main character. He's gotta be. Yeah, Anon's not... I mean, to be fair, like, Anon was fine. Inko has got the things going on too. But this guy is a beast. Look at his arms. They're thicker than the jacket. Ugh. No, I can't do Soldier, because Soldier's like so gravelly. He's like, listen up, you maggots. Something like that. If I see you teleport bread one more time, I'll let you know it. Something in that direction. And I would die. That one, you have to pay me for. $20 a video, buddy, and I'll do it. 20 bucks for 20 minutes. I shoot a glance towards the overly enthusiastic dino behind me, who's absolutely elated at the prospect of the upcoming game. I only finished the warm-up and my muscles are already screaming. You're at an art school, dude. No one expects you to be athletic. Damien is the definition of a himbo. Well, I know what to go for then. My knees shake, my lungs burn, and I'm so drenched in sweat I'm certain. It's the sweat. You should have taken out the jacket. He think... I really don't want to play dodgeball. Oh, I see what you mean. Are we lucky? First day of school and we get to play a game! I don't do dodgeball. Why not? I am not exactly... Alright, maggots. Pick a side and keep the numbers even. I will auto-balance red and blue if I see any mix-ups. No! No, not our only medic! We need it! No, we need a medic. Why did you auto-balance him? Now they have two! Oh no! Is he a Plessy? Oh, that'd be great. This is a suicide match. Is that having... It doesn't... Free for all, too. And free... God, I lost his voice! Fuck! Shit! No, this is terrible. Hang on. We need to perform an emergency surgery. I got so caught up, I forgot what the voice is. That's why we make the recordings, buddy. Hang on. Hang on. Let's go for time. Why? Where is he? Oh, I see what you mean. Are we lucky? First day of school. Yeah, he's going a bit for that. He's a hybrid. He's a hybrid. That's pretty. No, I'm starting the recording. I need to talk about. Yeah, we cut the recording, baby. So smooth. Cha, real smooth. He's a Dilopho Spinosaurus hybrid. That's interesting. Because, you know, I don't want to learn dinosaur species if I'm doing the Trico thing ever. I'm just going to make them up, and you guys can suck it. Because the dinosaur names in general are kind of weird. They're all goofy. They're all over the place. And besides, the realism isn't really the point anyway. Yeah, and free for all too. Damien, why don't you socialize by picking your teammates? Shades, you're on the blue team. And that's not with an E. By the way, if you don't pick Demo Night and show me you know what it means to trimp up that ramp, I will make you do rocket jumps without the gunboats. No, he has to soak all the damage. Wait, why are there teams if it's a free-for-all? Alright, I'm going with the human dude. Before I can figure out the rules of this dodgeball game, the Dilophosaurus, Before I can figure out the rules of this dodgeball game, the Dilophosaurus wraps an arm around my neck and brings me to his side of the field. Oh, and one more thing. His leering tone froze me on the spot. What's the first rule? We only got one. Don't aim for glasses, the testicles, or any place that might cause the school any legal trouble. Everything else is fair game. I would love if the rest show up in just random places. Just for kicks. Have fun. Inko, you fool! No! No! I love that Damien joined in. I love that he joined in. Oh, the little icon is the one we saw on the floor. That's neat. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Excuse me, I forgot to... the bell. In a matter of seconds, the gymnasium turns into a full-blown battleground. I do my best to dodge the oncoming flurry of red rubber spheres coming my way like bullets. I dive to the ground, avoiding oncoming obstacles as I soar overhead and pelt my comrades. I hear the blows and the guttural groans of those who've already succumbed to the onslaught of inflated orbs. Combat crawling away from the fierce front, I entrench myself along the edge of the field. No hopes of being ignored. I cast my gaze into the rest of my allies and... Oh god, it's a full-on rout. So many bodies. Hey, how's the first escort treating you, bro? I look up to see the Findino. The same pink Dilophosaurus would drag me to the side of the court, staring down at me and smiling. What do you think? I watch as he casually dodges an incoming ball before throwing his own. Hey, name's Damien, by the way. Inko! Nice to meet ya.
You two, Chrome Dome and Frills. Who said you had time to talk? If you got time to talk, you got time to walk, and you got time to bark!
What does it mean?
I won't explain, now get going. Does my little gymnasium look like a debate stage? You go talk to Nasser or Ben if you want some of that.
I mean, maybe if we got some of the stamps in the auditorium, maybe? I know a guy's uncle who can make a really classy podium. I look up at Damien with absolute bewilderment. What's this guy thinking? The coach looks like he's about to explode.
You play smart with me, son. Keep your trap shut and the eyes focused on the enemy. You're in the trenches, they got the napalm, and you got the mustard gas.
Damien just smiles and gives the coach a thumbs up, as if he weren't in the middle of an active war zone. You got it, Mr. Solly.
That's Coach Solly to you. And what's the hold-up, Shades? You're just making yourself an easy target on the floor.
No, sir. They have a -4 to hit me as long as they're not within 5 feet. Technically speaking, I have the advantage. And I'm using a crossbow, so I don't take a firing penalty.
Shut up, you D&D dork! Get up and play to win!
Alright, guess it's my time to do something of worth. But I'm not exactly good at dodgeball. Oh, maybe I can do the whole blocking thing for everyone. That should hopefully make it so that everyone isn't peeved at me for wasting the warning shot. Well, here's where things change. I can totally turn this around. All is equal in the court. The ball limpsy was to the floor before me, calling out to be my ammunition. I somehow weave through 2 shots and pick up the ball. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it now. I'm on fire. Inko, no. I need to get over that, by the way. Inko, no. The first rule's to never have fun. I grab the ball and start blocking any shot that so much as crosses over to our side of the field. Yeah, I'm doing great. Your glasses are going to shatter in like 5 seconds. Block 1. Block 2. Block 3. Now I'm really... Oh, man. Inko, what the hell? Like, at this point, it doesn't matter. Like, he's already done it. Like, you block 3 shots. You already done something. I bet everyone is looking. Yeah, because they're trying to get rid of the blocker, you dingus. And you thought of playing the game suddenly left my mind like it wasn't even there. You know how they talk about the flow state in Goodbye Volcano High? Isn't it weird that they never really do too much with that? Like, Naomi brings it up, and I guess the music playing has that, but, like, beyond that, not much. I had a word in my head, and I wanted to say it because it'd be funny, but I forgot it. Who cares? Doing this is more than enough. I can be the...
Hey, new guy.
Voice catches my attention. A crimson Parafosaurus.
Think fast!
What? I should have mentioned rule 2 is do not cause permanent injuries. God damn it, I'm gonna lose my job like this. I told you. The floor is cold. Maybe I shouldn't have come here after all. A pair of extremely dirty sneakers under my point of view.
You gonna get up, Shades? If I have to call an ambulance, you're writing the report.
No, I give up. Oh, God. Time to get... You know what, Cloaker? Time to get Isekai into another story. Maybe our good friend Inko can pick up some of the slack in Goodbye Volcano High, you know? At some earlier stages. You know, keep the time, because clearly he knows what date it is. Unlike some people.
Oh, man, that hurts. How long was I out? I'm laying down on something soft.
You're in the nurse's office. Oh,
God! Oh, fuck.
I thought he was just, like, stunned and dazed. No, he's fucking out. Oh, that's bad. I made one choice, and Inko has already fucking died. What an amazing video game. What an amazing video game. Oh. I can't stop giggling.
My vision clears, and I sit up from the plastic bed.
Oh no, his glasses! I told you. Aww.
Sure is bright in here. Oh shit! They broke my sunglasses!
Sunglasses. Say asses. Sapphire. Asses.
Not everything is asses. Okay, I brought my reserve pair.
No! Why did you keep them on during the class? No. See, if your characters move around and they do stuff, you can insert physical comedy, and you can use some props, and you can make scenes more dynamic. So, at the very least, the Snoot Caveman on has not lost the edge of comedy. They've kept it. Frick! I'm giggling. Yee! How are there 16 to 17 people here? Gotta keep him legally distinct from... Yeah, they wouldn't want to be caught plagiarizing him. After H-Bomber, everyone is looking out for plagiarists, so a Caveman cannot plagiarize Snoot Game with this. I don't even have a normal set of sunglasses, dude. Why would I keep a backup? What are they backing up? They'd be the normal something. I stand up from the rubber mattress, taking in the dining room. Finally. Alone? Not even a school nurse or anything? Oh, there she is. Looks like she's attending to another student who has his snout stuck in a cone? Huh. Looking at the clock on the wall, it's already noon. That would explain the pounding headache. Finally awake, shades. I sit ramrod straight. The fear of God stricken into me once more. Calm yourself, cadet. You ate dirt pretty hard back there. Oh man, yeah. Wait, you did that? Yep, pelted you right in the back. You know why? Dude, we haven't had a war in like 20 years. What the fuck drugs are you on? Because I messed up? Be more specific, kid. Because I couldn't be a good teammate and got hit in the face. Wrong. It was after that. Nothing happened after that. Nope. Oh, yeah, you gave up. But I was doing well. You think so? I was blocking the balls and all. You weren't blocking anything. You were showing off. You found a single thing you could do and started dancing around like a clown. You focused on the easy thing and gave up on the real thing. You were so focused you forgot to look around for a moment. And here you are. I know a defeated man when I see one, and there ain't no way in hell I'm letting a student of mine give up so easy. That is such a great humanizing moment after making him look like a jackass. That's pretty good. I mean, he's rough, but this makes him more like tough love than, you know... It makes him look more like he's, you know, fair in his assessment. Than just a jerk. It's the first period of the first day and you're already giving up. Either way, that's a pretty bad lump you ended up with. You gotta watch around some students, if you know what I mean. I blink a few times and recall the chick that yelled, "Kick me to catch," followed by the pounding in the face. That one, she's, chuckles to herself a bit. She's something alright. Oh! Wait. Is that the lady we saw? Is that the lady we saw, like, looking at the, because that'd be great if that was. If there's the thingamabober. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, for fuck's sake, people. Oh, the crowd is like a whole bunch of characters. They're not even colored. Neat. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. It's possible that whoever she is like a character thing, but they colored her black. Okay, I don't see any place this could be for like random characters, so I'm gonna have to assume that. Who knows? Yeah, it looked like the devil herself. Anyways, take the rest of the day off, kid. What? I'm telling you to go home. The principal gave the okay. I feel my head again. A stab of pain. Am I really not good to go back to class? Worst part of the writing. Dialogue is trying to keep the character voice distinct from each other so they almost... Yeah, man. Like, getting characters to Character voices is like the big thing. Like, I voice act a lot hammier than you should. It's Inco for Cognito. Yes, that's why the principal's so fucking it up. Because it's Gnito. You know, like Nito. If you can't fight Nito... No, Pinwheel, right? The guy in the grid... Nito's the big guy. Pinwheel is the guy you should be able to do without any equipment, you know? Otherwise, you don't even deserve to be here. Wasn't I getting lectured about this just a few moments ago? Well, I want to give up... Dude, there's giving up, and there's... Dude, you're out of commission. Go home. You're going to die.
No, you should go home to your folks.
He scratches the back of his head, slightly embarrassed.
Right, okay. About that. We tried calling them earlier, but couldn't reach them.
I give a sad half smile.
Yeah, sounds about right. I can make it home fine on my own. He nods. When you get back, don't give up so easily. But remember, if you're injured, don't fucking go out there like an idiot. You just get yourself hurt more.
He holds the door to the nurse's office open. I want to see the nurse, though. I nod next to the office. Nurse Coach Solly closing the door behind us. The guy in the cone, though. I want to know his story. Look at him, though. He's... we got another brick shit house here.
Oh, and here's for tomorrow.
Man, you missed, like, all the classes. A brown paper bag is shoved into my arms, along with my backpack. Peeking in, I see something blue and gold wrapped in plastic. Oh, it's your uniform.
If you hadn't been late, you could have changed into those.
Thank you, sir.
Next time, Shades, think faster. Got it? Yes, sir.
Your smile is positively unnerving.
Now scram, cadet! Get some goddamn rest.
My brother had a concussion once. That wasn't great. Like, concussions are terrifying. When a human being falls down on the ground and he stops moving and he still has a pulse and he's not asleep, that's terrifying. People don't know this, but someone who's actually unconscious, that ain't great. Well, this is officially the worst first day. You've made a friend, maybe a half, maybe another half. You got Lunera and you've got Damien as half friends. You got Ben as your real one. Like, you're doing way better, buddy. Listen, you had a bad day, but don't give up. Principal Spears gave you the plot line. Don't give up. As my feet drag across the Ladonium floor, I can't help but painfully think of all the failures of the past few hours. No thanks to a very prominent lump on the back of my... Oh, God. Ugh. Oh, it's the fault of the ground that did you in? Oh, that's even worse. I am worse than everyone here at both the creative and physical. Dude, it's one painting, and it's the winner. Like, if you only compare yourself to the first place winners, then you go nowhere. A lot of people don't win first place, dingus. Most people don't. That's like saying, oh man, I'm worse than average. Half of the people are worse than average, in most instances. That's what the average is for. And average is fine if you're already in a school of a really high level. I know I really shouldn't be bothered by it, but I just hate seeing how far behind I am compared... You just showed up and haven't done a thing, buddy. Oh, that's what he means with don't give up. You've just gotten here. And I thought I'd make new friends. What was I thinking? I stop and shake my head a bit. What the heck am I doing sulking like this? It's a bad first day, but it's just the first day. There's still all the rest. I still met Ben and Damien, and they're pretty cool, and Lunera. I'm not going to let my optimism be ruled just by a bad dodgeball match. Just you wait, St. Hammond. Today was the test run. Tomorrow's the real deal. Yeah, he got a little overwhelmed. Everything got a little You know, he let that whole thing get to his head, and he needs a little, you know... Taking the backseat of your body where your brain is where... Yeah. Morning comes. If Como showed me... Oh. No. Oh, it's his room! Dude, that is a slick fucking room. You know how I mentioned that, like, Fang has a PlayStation 4 or 5 or something, and has, like, a giant TV, and a massive... several giant geodes and everything? Inko has a room. Holy shit. Why are your posters so crooked, man? Take some time. Have some pride. I like how his light is right next to his windows, too. What a lovely room, though. I like that he has little overgrowns on his thing, you know, just like everywhere else they do that. I like world building, though. I really like that. More than people. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I really should work on the Trico thing more. If I need to stop being a coward and just make Trico a bugman and focus on that. Like, have that actually be like a plot point. But not make it the main thing. Make it like the thing that he gets caught up on or someone else gets caught up on, but it's not like the actual problem. Because it's easy it's kind of interesting to write a story that's a character thinks X is the problem, but it's not, so they focus on the wrong, that kind of stuff. You know? Inko is rich. He has to be. He owns a fancy camera, and he still has money for all this garbage. Damn, Sonny. And he's giving up already, you know, like rich people do. I was at a decent internal clock, but it's a new record for me to get accustomed to a new sleeping schedule in just one day. Well, you've moved around a lot. Like, he's been all over the place, right? So it's logical that he's kind of used to adjusting on the fly. Especially with this fully grown lump on my scalp. I'm moving on from my sheets and feel my head. Yeah, that's bruised real good. It's a head injury. They're terrible, dude. Careful. Could be worse, though. Alright, time to get up. I cut the video there, so we're keeping the theme. I slump out of bed and yawn, stretching my arms and crapping my spine a bit. Remember to stretch, kids. Remember to stretch. Yeah, if you're going to art school, you are 1%, because here's the thing, right? Art is, until you're good, not profitable, and you need a lot of materials and supplies. Like, tablets aren't cheap, art programs can cost a bit of money. Maybe you can figure out GIMP, I guess, but, you know, a lot goes into it. Like, time-wise, you need to go around and get inspiration. You probably need to have time to talk to people, collect feedback. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it that's not just putting a pencil to paper. That can cost some money and time and energy that rich people have more. Like, if you're poor, you might work on a car. You might know how to cook because you have to take care of that yourself because your parents aren't around. You might have some skills and then you can build that into a career. Art isn't something you need to make your daily life work. You don't use art to fix a ladder. You don't use art to make your car run again on a hot morning when it just refuses to. You know? It's not a skill you're likely to have if you don't have the time and energy to throw around. I know your room is pretty nice. Pretty spacious. Dude, your room is fucking huge. I would like to point out, my room is like, what? Half of this? Probably way less. We don't know the width. But like, in the good dimension, my room is at least maybe a third of this. Maybe a third. Let's say half. Let's say half. Let's be generous and say half. Although a large portion of it is occupied by a slope. I'm under a roof, so I have a slope, which takes away some of my space. How I organize it also isn't helping, but I don't have this much room. It feels way smaller because of all the stuff I gotta cram into there. But yeah, Inko, fuck yourself. Your room is like you're like that RimWorld person who's like, my room sucks, and it's like a 10 by 10 tile room. The floor is made of gold, and he's got a royal masked legendary bed. It's the best bed around. He's like, my room sucks because one other person has a nicer lamp. I mean, I guess the space isn't useful. It's what you do with the space that matters, right? Where's my head over one of them? The one with my other clothes. Yeah, man. You know, just gonna tell you this. As someone who had like a cardboard character Mun stand in for a while for kicks, you can draw a couple of cheap cardboard boxes and put them in the background for fun. It's just do it. I want them to look cheap. Come on. I mean, you're selling this for money, so people will get later. I'll get around to opening them at some point. Yeah, I know the vibe, man. I know the vibe. Right now, though, it's time for breakfast. It's time for brekkies. Brekkie! I shuffle downstairs into the heart of the house. The morning sunbeams are shining through the window and draw my eyes to look out over the new neighborhood. The driveway is empty. Yeah, your parents are gone. Looks like my parents are already gone for the day. No surprise there, really. It's all they ever focus on. I've really been thinking on that Chico thing a lot. Like, should I make him human? Should I keep him an insect? Is he adopted by different species? Because there's an interesting argument to make. He's an insect adopted by, I don't know, a human or a dinosaur couple. Is it a mixed thing? Like, all those elements can affect what kind of person comes rolling into that school. Has he never seen a dinosaur? Has he seen lots of them? Is Sebastian something new or not? And all these things, it's like, if yes, then how do I integrate into the larger story? How to make it work? Do I not make it work? Do I not make it a part? Do I keep it to the sidelines? Is it a thing that gets brought up once and then resolved? All those little things get me. I get stuck on the details. Isn't school at 8 a.m.? I don't know, man. I've had school at 8 a.m. sometimes. No surprise here, really. It's all they ever focus on. They don't even know they have a kid. A shiver runs up my spine as my feet step into the ice tiles of the kitchen. Get some floor heating. You're rich, you bingus. Mine's drawn some taped up boxes that are still scattered around on the counters. I'm gonna run out of water at this point. Oh, man. He's getting fanged. Are they dead naming you? Are they calling you Anon? Anon Nito before they called you The whole thing is about him getting dead named, but it only gets brought up 3 times, and when it gets resolved, it doesn't feel earned. As a familiar sticky note in the fridge, I don't even have to read it to know what it says. At this point, Mom's just wasting paper. Oh, capital M, cute. The least she could do is reuse the same note and add some small, make some small addend. Oh, put it the same sticky. Oh, this is fucking great. Okay, let me turn this off so I can talk at a reasonable volume. This is something that I've really thought about with the, Nothing to Something has a problem. As I mentioned, it treats time like it's not flowing at any reasonable pace. I have a serious issue with the fact, like, listen, when I write the Fang body swap, right, it's perfectly sensible. The protagonist, Kun, is like, my parents, you know, the Fang's parents, and then call them by their name because they're not Fang and they don't consider them their parents. So fuck it. You are not that. It's kind of weird to live with someone who are your parents for like 5 years and still call them by their goddamn names. Like, Anon, at some point, you just gotta go with the flow, buddy. It's just weird. It's just a little weird. Like, you can, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you write a fanfic, people aren't gonna start at chapter 5. They know who your mom and dad are. Like, it's been 5 years. Over 1,000 days, my man. 1,000 days. Come on. Over 100 months. You're not going to call them by their names anymore at that point. If just out of sheer convenience. It's also kind of weird that you have to imagine this, right? Anon has a lot of time to himself in that version where he is a baby and a kid and he's just sitting around waiting for time to pass. He's immobile for a year. Like he's in a hospital bed. Motherfucker, I shouldn't have to tell you this, but by the time he's in high school, he is like in his 40s comparatively, right? Like emotionally, he's had so much time to think and process, and that's why I say either his brain chemistry doesn't work, so he blacks out for a large portion of it, and it kind of clicks forward so we can skip the weird conversation that brings with it, because by the time he meets Olivia, when he's like 3, he's already technically 22 mentally, like chronologically. Like, there's something there that needs to be addressed and handled, and it isn't. But that's me, because I thought about a lot of this stuff, because I've had to really think about protagonist Kun's age, because I want him to be older than the main cast. I want him to be older than the high school kids. He's out of high school. He's had a job to some extent. I kind of like the idea of someone who's mature and thinks they're better, but also isn't, because he's not actually that mature, and he doesn't actually fully understand. You know what I mean? And I'm being bald related to Saitama. He just doesn't know he's got the punch yet, man. He just doesn't know he's got the punch. He's got that Nito Gravesword punch. Anyway, I just want to talk about writing for a brief second. The people in the recording are like, well, shut the hell up, dude, and play the video game. I have this, but I like the idea of like reusing the post-it. I snag a plate from the nearest drawer and open up the freezer. Why do I still have an update? Who's posting to me? Everything's still working, right? I'm just making sure that I haven't missed anything. No dropped frames. Okay, everything's still working. What the actual fuck is this guy sending me? Why are you bald, though? I always thought that, like, Anon was bald because he didn't want to bother with haircuts. But what is your excuse, Inko? What is your excuse? Is it a fashion statement? Do you like the shine of your glasses with the shine of your head? Do you polish? Do you apply waxes? Because if you're rich, you can afford some scalp waxes, man. You can make that bitch shine. Or give it a matte glow. You know, put some foundation on, make it uniform. I don't know. Like you're rich. Ham it up a little. Go to Scalp Waxers Weekly. Snag a plate from the nearest drawer and open up the freezer. No fresh produce to be seen. It's still mostly full of breakfast burritos. Yeah, because, like, everything else will just spoil, man. Yeah, I've been trying to appreciate ethnic cultures more. Okay, I want to try something. Hang on, buddies. Hang on. Hang on! No se productos frescos. Pero aún queda la caja casi. Is that an I? Lena de burritos para el desayuno. No, that's desayuno. Sí, he estado tratando. No, wait. Sí, he estado tratando de apreciar mal la cultura étnica. There, I gave you some shitty. Listen, I'm just prepping you up. I'm just hyping you up for what's gonna happen later. Man, that's a big set of words. But it's only 3. But they're big. Ooh. Why are your left and right so long? I mean, I know that links and rechts aren't very long, but they're still 1 syllable. Or actually, it could just be that, like, I know this about some languages. You can't just put left and right because left and right need to be contextualized by something. So it's like you can't say left and right location-wise. You have to say the right location and the left location, or it doesn't work. So in some cases, like it's a long word, but you have to because contextually in the language, you can't just say left and right in that way. You have to specify its location. I don't know if that's the case here. I'm just saying that I know that languages can be funny like that sometimes. I mean, my native tongue just lets you cram words together. You can just do it. You can just do it. You can just put every words together, and suddenly you end up with a valid word that's like Hotten Totten Tentekom to toestelling verzekering, and everyone's like, what the fuck does that even mean? And it's like, it means something, you dingus. That was a smooth. He wears wigs in private. Oh, that's a great one. That's a great one. Plate loaded with a couple of minuscule flour-wrapped meals. Set in the microwave and wait for the burritos to hopefully not explode or burn aside. Ugh. While I wait, though, I check my phone. The saucy images are safe, by the way. Are they? Are they? I scan over my newsfeed and check out some of the people I'm subscribed to, hoping there's something to watch during my meal. On that note, oh, we can't see the gallery. Unfortunately, no one posts videos or streams this early. Yeah, of course not. They're like the streamers are asleep because they were up until 5 a.m. because someone paid them $50 to stay up for the marathon stream. And the videos get uploaded at evening when people are home because that's when they watch the videos. Safi casually drops his true name. That's not my true name. That's just a funny thing that Dutch people say when they want to make clear like how goofy the compound stuff can get. Bathing suits. So kind of like what they did in Volcano High, huh? I like that people from Volcano High are like, we don't like them making sexual art of our characters. And they still have, they have a big... Listen, I understand that Goodbye Volcano High does not want to sexualize people who are barely legal. Technically speaking, everyone is 18 plus, I think. As far as I know, they're all of age. It's fine. In a legal sense, I still have some problems with the concept of barely legal, but that's not what's extrapolated. Here's a problem. You can't say that and then have a fucking anime-ass beach thing with... like, you can't do that. Like, the whole point of the filler beach episode is to show off the ladies in the swimsuits. Or the guys, if you're into that. But you can't do that if you already complained about it. I'm just angry. I'm just very angry. Listen, if you can't say Misplislik, then I don't know what to say about you. Professor Purwotowski will be very disappointed in you. Listen, Rule 34 exists. Be a man about it. You're not getting rid of it without killing everything else. He's sometimes called Mixie. How do you pronounce his name, though? Here we go. Mixie Pitzik. Mitzapitlik. Mix yes. Mix yes Pitzik. What the fuck? Or Mixelpilk. Mixelplik. Like multiplex. It's not that hard. My man's... Listen, I started speaking English when I was 7 because of cartoons being subbed. And it's also why I have a slight American accent because that's what they said in the Cartoon Networks. I've been speaking this for longer than most people been alive who are watching this. Except maybe Como. But I can't beat Como at anything nowadays. I hope one day I can speak another language so fluently, so I can bully them in it. Maybe it'll be Spanish. Maybe it'll be German, because German is close. Now, German has like a lot of weird things that are different from Dutch. Like, kind of, but also not. And it gets really weird. Unfortunately, nobody posts videos or streams this early in the morning, because again, it's not the time, you dingus. English is a required subject here in high school, and a lot of people are online and they know it. Although, admittedly, you can tell when they're learning because they speak in a very weird way. The R's aren't quite good because we don't have an R like this. We have a R. Let's see a good one. So they might say corn or corn. They'll like keep their jaws extra wide to accommodate. They're like, hey, American, because they don't want to. Because they don't. It's a lot tighter. A lot more time that wasn't snoot. Ooh. I'm still not looking. Not on live TV. I want to verify it before I show it on live TV. So I can say no. I guess I'll just watch a suggested video. I mean, those are fine. Like, I found a really fun 12-hour video. Listen, I'm going to recommend something for you now because I think it's a fantastic video and I think you should watch it because I love this guy's style. It is a YouTuber called The Bread Circus, and he did a brief analysis on the brief analysis, colon, the Phantom Menace. It is a 12-hour video because that's how long you can upload them, he says. I love this video. the way he goes into things, the way that he connects the lore and the characters and the viewing experience and what the writers were thinking as they introduced concepts and ideas and characters, I love it. It's not just, I don't like this character because he does this. It's like, the character should be doing this because that helps emphasize that. Like, it feels more analytical. When he looks at a video game, he's like, this is the tutorial level. So you want your tutorial level to be straightforward and to introduce the player to certain concepts. And here, they're going to use this enemy because this enemy's hard to hit. And so the play... I like that. It's a different style. I'm not used to it, and I love it. And it's inspiring. I need 5 seconds for my brain to reset. Excuse me. Got 7 likes and 18 viewers. I'm the rich kid now. I'm the 1% now, buddies. I'm the 1%. Let me pop some party poppers for the 1%. Yeah. All right. We're gonna go for like 30 to 40 more minutes, and then we're good. I showed up in this. I'm suggested. I'm famous now. I almost signed out of my YouTube because they moved the fucking menu around like a bunch of clowns, and now the sign out button is way too high. Like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? No. Oh, sorry. I need some air. I'm killing myself. Woo. The recording does not need any of this, but I don't edit this stuff, and Como hasn't recommended me any shorts for Snook Game yet. No, I'm fine with that. That was just a suggestion because you were looking at it through fresh eyes, and I'm not going to watch my entire thing over again just to find shorts in it. It was a fun idea, not a thing I legitimately care about. I mean, I care about it. I was planning to pay Como like half the proceeds, but then I realized there probably wouldn't be any proceeds because I get like 10 cents. I get 10 cents, baby. I get to stuff all of them in my back pocket. Oh, all of them. Where's my Snook Game playlist? I wanted to look at that. There it is. This song is neat, though. The first video is almost at 500 views. Oh, some others are too. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Okay, so the highest ones that I can see are the one where the butt is in the picture, because I'm like, the butt is animated. It's got almost 1,800. Or 1,700, let's be generous. And 1,200 for the one where Nasser gives concise instructions, and it's the one where Fang is like giving the look. Don't forget, after this demo is done, we're going to go on to that and do that some more. Yeah, the rest are around 100. Mr. Mixelplick, get out of here. I'm in the suggested box. I am the god now. Yeah. See, Inko and I, we got that in common. I'm going to kill myself if I keep this up because I'm going places I don't want to. I will fight myself with a kapla in the arena. I prop my phone up and click on something. You know, I actually bought like a phone case, like a very nice faux leather phone case. And I can like fold it up and it supports itself, which is really nice. So I can just put it down and take a little look. I've never used it, but it can if I ever need it. Oh, it can also do it vertically. That's so neat. That's so neat. The scene where I absolutely die is fantastic because I still die. Listen, I was legitimately not wanting to use that thumbnail with the butt because I felt that it kind of went against the point. I don't want to do clickbait actively, but I was like, you know what? It's the thing that was on my mind. It was like, man, there's animation now. Can't do that for this, though. If there's an animated butt, we will not get a thumbnail of it. It's just not special anymore. It doesn't have the staying power. By the way, I haven't actually looked at the background yet. We got a block of knives over there. I think that's another block of knives over there. Or is it something else? Maybe it's like a paper bag with some bottles sticking out. We got a whole bunch of fancy-ass glassworks up there. Cleaning supplies out. Damn, dude. At the ding of the microwave, I received my breakfast. Carrying it carefully so that I don't burn my hands. Yeah, hold the sides, man. I give the first burrito a test bite, and the inside is still cool. That is why you heat it up more than you need to, and you let it sit so the heat dissipates. Or you move it around a little bit so it gets those sweet spots, but you don't eat it straight out of the fridge if it's that big, buddy. That dense, especially. Again, Infamous Cloaker, I've seen a lot of fan art, and most of it references Snook Game. I don't want to stick it back in, though. Little Tia would just become a brick, then. Ugh. I shrug it off and continue. Just let the heat dissipate.
I shrug it off, continue chewing, and watch my phone. What are you watching?
It's that's Jacksepticeye, isn't it? Top of the morning, folks! I don't know his voice.
By the time the video ends, I have finished at least half. I finished the last of the half of all burritos. Pocketing my phone, I slip the plate into the sink and head out for the day. This time, I'm at least getting through the day. Today, survival. Tomorrow, thrival.
You're such a monkey. You're such a monkey thinking about surviving. Remember, Inko, I need to get that right. Just with Fang's pronouns, I just can't. Inko, monkey together, strong. Remember. Also, Inko has a lot of lapses. I don't know, with Anon I didn't notice it much, but I'm really noticing that Inko does a lot of, like, ellipses. Which reminds me of when I was young, and I really loved using ellipses in my writing. Like, every single time I was posting things, it was ellipses. I thought I was cool integrating my pauses like that. Not as a criticism to this, but little baby me was using it wrong. I don't know if they're using it wrong. I just noticed that there's a lot of that more. Okay, but question. Do you hug Olivia by kneeling down, by sitting on the chair, from behind? Like, you gotta figure out the logistics before you get to the hug. We need to workshop this with our buddies.
I'll work on it.
Another cut. Just so you know, and the people at home. Of course it's the same people. On the metro again. I take a little more time to check out my surroundings. You know, you might as well get some mileage out of this animation, buddy. You might as well, it's a nice one. It works great for, like, that little ambience. The sun shines through the windows across from my normal seat. There's this one chick that was there yesterday, all on her way to work. Probably a set routine for her at this point. She always does a bit of makeup first and then checks her phone for the rest of the way. When the sun shines through the window, it highlights her hair in a really neat way. Like a movie poster almost. Oh my god, who is this? The teaser trailer launching off a ramp. Who is this giant brick who has parked himself? Why are there so many brick shithouses in this world?
Also, everything's disappeared. Why is it so dark? How is Saint Hammond treating you today? How is Saint Hammond treating you so far, Mr. Nito? Voice so deep I felt it reverberated in my bones falls from above.
It's a whale! A beluga whale!
I am taken aback at his authorities.
I didn't expect this to zoom up, actually. So that's kind of neat. I imagined they would, like, end here, but nope. I'm taken aback by this authoritative stature. Also, I love that they're stealing the Goodbye Volcano High thing of having the eyes be like diamonds. It's pretty cute.
His head is nearly grazing the top of the passenger car. This thing really is made for humans. How did it even get in here? Oh, it's been great so far, Mr. Ferris.
He has a mustache. Yeah.
He holds out his hand for a handshake. His palm alone smothers my entire hand. How do you know my name? You're clearly going to school. The nearest is St. Hammond. And I'm already aware of the new human student. If you don't mind my profiling. Whoa, you got that off from just looking at me? I'm partially joking. Your name is printed on your backpack. You know that's dangerous, right?
Yeah, because then whatever. Oops. But he's not Anon, so he doesn't know. He's just an innocent, pure little boy. He doesn't know.
Yep, that's me, all right. But please, I know it's only been a few days since the year started, but I'd like to hear your opinion so far.
Hasn't it been like a day? Like he commented on. Are we a day further? Like, am I paying attention? Yeah, it doesn't feel like a more day has passed. Are we gonna do the thing right on the day? I'll be pissed off if the combine if it happens.
So it's a questionnaire or something? Not exactly, but it is of some importance to an assignment of mine.
Is he the morality guy? Is he's gonna be like, Anon, Inko, you have collected 5 good karma points and 6 bad karma points. We need to discuss this in my office. And a limousine rolls up and you get inside and it's like really spacious. Like, is this Persona? And he's like,
yes, Anon. Welcome to Persona 6, the Gator Chronicles.
No, he's a whale and you cannot stop me. He's a whale. You cannot stop me. I mean, being pretty sheltered is like a fun contrast to Anon, I guess.
What does it mean? Oh, what am I being secretive for? I'm here to audit your school. See the teachers, know the students, make sure it's a proper place for learning. I wish it was something worth being secretive about. More often than not, it's just paperwork and office politics. Oh, alright then. My thoughts on the school so far. I consider telling about the teacher nailing me with a dodgeball to make his point, and killing me. I'm over it. Yeah, sleep it off. Well, the classes I have are great, and the teachers here have a dynamic bunch. He thumbs the inside of his coat pocket for a pen, but decides he doesn't need it yet. I see. Any favorites? I mean, I don't have any favorites. But all the staff... God, I lost his voice. I keep losing his voice whenever I do spears. But the staff all seem pretty lively. Ferris lets out a heavy, rumbling chuckle. The whole train vibrates and we fall off. Good God, man! That is certainly good to hear. Welcome to the Velvet Subway Car. Which tarot card do you like? Would you like to sacrifice your... one of your fellow students? Made any friends? It's been a bit of a struggle, but it's always been that way for me since my folk moved around a lot. I think I'm doing pretty good this time around. Why do you think that is? I think it's the jacket. The jacket? I give my lapel a quick tug for extra style. Yeah, baby! Yeah! The Coastline Cotton Nylon Bomber, number 32. Part of the latest collection by Abercrombie and Flint. I see. Why does it need to lean so close to inspect it? If the carriage rocks it anyway, it'd probably turn me into a piece of mud against the window. That's really what the youth are into these days. Hey, the results speak for themselves. Whatever he's thinking about, it's got nothing to do with his work. I have a pretty good idea what it might be, though. Mr. Ferris. Do you got no swag? There, I said it. I guess that probably answers it. I admit to being a little grey. I'm aware I'm not exactly with it anymore. Well, even the older generation can dress to impress. You just have to see what people like to wear. I'm certainly willing to listen to the youth of today, yes. It is somewhat important to my job to know how the student body thinks. And my niece often suggests dressing more relaxed. Whatever that means.
I don't care what he is. He's big! He gives the meanest hugs.
Does she ever see you in casual clothes? I'm wearing them now. I can save him.
No, you can't. It's impossible. Impossible.
The rest of the trip was quick, but we continued to make small talk with... we continue with small talk about trends. When we arrive at my stop, he attempts to give me his business card.
Oh my God.
For someone who's made presents could stop a fight, he seems like a genuinely nice fellow. I look forward to talking to him.
What a great character introduction. What a great character introduction. You know, he's a bit of a stereotype, but that's how any good introduction goes. You get that stereotype first, and then later get a little bit of dynamicism. If you need it, you can just keep him flat. If he's a plot device, keep him flat. Oh yeah, Inko in the uniform.
Oh God, those burritos were a mistake. My stomach is roiling after the warm-ups.
Oh, so we're like a weekish later? I imagine.
All right, maggots. Today we're working on your cardiovascular system, and you will learn what it means to go through cardio. And by that I mean a good old-fashioned mile run. I want everyone out on the track field yesterday.
I noticed Damien's mouth open as the coach Sully yells the words.
Oh no, Damien, that doesn't mean I want you to time travel. Unless, of course, you're running so fast that you hit 88 miles an hour.
Just as quickly, Damien shuts his mouth again and shoots Sully a thumbs up. I like his frills. I like that they go open. It's a tiny detail, but it really helps.
Sully's only repulse, a little of a snort. Double time it now, cupcakes. There's no hesitation for me this time. I follow the rest of the class and do as Sully wanted.
I'm glad this is probably like a weekish later, because it feels like everyone is... Because otherwise the coach will probably be like, are you okay? And it's weird to have 2 PEs in 2 consecutive days, so it's probably a little while later. I'll roll with the punches now video game. For now.
As expectedly, I rapidly fall behind the pack.
You can't build that kind of athleticism in a weak man.
Hey, Inko, nice you to drop by. How you doing? Damien, what are you doing back here?
Keeping my new buddy company, of course. What are you doing? How are you doing?
Trying not to vomit.
You're doing great then, buddy.
Thanks, I guess. Shouldn't you be at the front of the pack?
He lapped you, you dingus.
You got lapped.
Next to Mia? Nah, man, not her.
Mia? You know, the one who knocked you out yesterday? Oh, it is yesterday. Wow. That does not feel like yesterday. Brief flashback reminds me of... Because she was there for like a period, got knocked out and went home. How do you know any teachers, dude? I guess he's just being nice. The richer counterpart of it. Is Inko just Anon in a richer universe, in the Altverse? Also, another one of those tiny details is drawn differently. Let's see. Yeah, they are a bit different. They are different sizes, definitely. But I like that with Damien, it's obviously looser. But with Inko, it's a bit tighter to the body, yes. Which makes sense. I think larger sizes generally go for volume. So if he's lean and athletic, then yes, he'll probably hang looser. Wouldn't it? I don't know. His legs are definitely filling out those shorts, though. Damn! Man's got gunboats, not guns. The whole goddamn ship with it. A brief flashback reminds me of the Red Parasaurus.
By the way, glad to see you doing better today. You're even up and running.
Yeah, glad I didn't end up with permanent brain damage. That's such an Anon thing to say. That's so harsh.
Hey, a question. What happened yesterday? Was that normal?
Well, Mia's a wild one, that's for sure.
Best not to mess with her. Unless you're into those kind of chicks, in which case be my guest.
Maybe. I'll say maybe.
As for Solly, yeah, he's always like that. You get used to it, though. He ain't a bad guy once he warms up to you.
If you say so.
Hey, don't worry, man. You're gonna fit right in no time flat. Sure, you'll never have scales or feathers or hair. Like, dude, you're bolder than the dinosaurs here. Like, we're not supposed to have hair, man. Like, what the fuck is the deal? It's such a style, man. Like, we got the hair and you're bald. It's so cray-cray, man. It's so cray-cray. I love it. It's so you, man.
Oh god, I turn into a I turned into someone else there for a minute. Hot. Ooh.
In fact, you should sit with us at lunch. That way, we can give you a proper welcome and stuff.
At lunch? I mean... Go, Damien! Don't fall behind!
Oh, he's so... Ooh. Also, he has a sharper V-neck. His is more like whoop, and his is like ch-chew. Collarbone's a bit more expressed. Yeah, I like how you can... Like, the anatomy actually pops. That's nice. Everyone in Volcano High, in Goodbye Volcano High, it always felt like their bodies were just, like, constrained by the art style. So chunky. That's what accounts for all the movement in a way that makes the... Yeah. Sully's voice snaps me from my mini stupid, makes me realize just how far behind Damien and I have... Oh, excuse me. Sully's voice snaps me from my mini stupid, makes me realize just how far behind Damien and I had fallen from the rest of class.
Whoops, better catch up with the others before Sully brings out the punitive measure.
Excuse me, the what?
You don't want to find out, brother. Trust me.
What?
Come on, dude. Let's jet.
Before I could say another word, Damien gets behind, starts pushing me forwards, forcing my legs to move faster than they should have. I struggle not to trip over myself. Anon has a beard and ending too. Huh. That'd be an interesting one if they were all bold. I have to struggle not to trip over myself, but I managed to keep pace that Damien was forcing my body to maintain.
Oh, he's so sweaty. Ew.
5 minutes and 3 more laps later, I'm flat on my ass, my heart beating so fast. And lungs burning so fiercely that every breath feels like sandpaper scraping against my... I know that I had that feeling yesterday when I carried like hundreds of pounds of wood up the stairs, my man. Ow. Exhausting stuff.
I love how Damien is just peeking in, though. Hi, Damien.
Regardless of that, though, I have finished the jog. First small step to conquering my physical weakness.
Yeah, you're gonna learn very fast, buddy.
Good job, maggots. Keep this up and you'll be soldiers yet. Charlie turns to me with a slight grin and shoots me a thumb.
I love it. He's being supportive. He's like, listen, Anon, you fucked up yesterday. You're doing good today. Here you go, buddy. That's good. That is a good teacher. They know that you need that little extra push, and they're going to give it to you. Not the whole way, just enough to remind you, hey, I'm thinking about it, buddy. I'm thinking about it.
Okay, that's all for today. Hit up those lockers, cupcakes.
I like Solly. Like I said, you got to give him that little...
Damien helps me back up, and I join the rest of the mill students as we head to the locker room. I found out there's a non-binary student, and apparently they have their own locker on the moon. I didn't want to ask about that.
Or would a non-binary not care? It's like, I don't belong on the binary, so these are nothing to me. Ah, the questions I don't want answers to. Because I don't care.
We'll talk a bit more about our interests and other school matters on the way. Damien filling me in a bit on St. Hammond's history during the 3 years we've been in attendance. By a bit of luck, our lockers aren't that far from one another. But a conversation isn't a real possibility considering all the other ones going on in the relatively cramped locker rooms. There really isn't much time to chat before the bell rings to our next class.
Can I just say that this demo is long? Because, like, the demo has done what it needs to. I imagine there's some other characters to introduce, but we have a sizable cast for a demo, and we're still going. Oh, God.
I knew this was long, but I didn't know it'd be long.
Wah. Wah. What the fuck? God damn it, Foster. Oh my god, get a load of this fucker's dressing style. He's got the torn jeans. His hair is still unfazed. Look at him. He's got the whole coat around his waist. He's ready for the rain, but not bothered by it.
I wave goodbye to Damon and start looking for my next...
You've got a friend. Inko, you have 2 friends. Wait a minute. Fuck, no. Oh, God, no. Shit, we gotta disconnect. Are we good?
Making my way down the hall, I take notice of my surroundings. Though everything in the school seemed pretty normal, there's some key modifications to better suit the majority of the student body. Mainly the water fountains that settle a good 10 or more feet above.
That's a tall hallway.
Overall, nothing crazy special. This next class I'm sort of looking forward to. AP Art Design.
What is AP?
The class looks like it's in a studio classroom on the 2nd floor. Classroom.
Dang, that's a nice hallway. No, this is a Japanese hallway. I can see the characters. I know that's Japan.
Part of the school here is built to be both on the inside and outside, with open ceilings and walls here and there. Good for the asthmatics, I guess. Since it's also the art wing, the displayed pictures are coated in hydrophobic layers and framed. Although, since it's the start of the year and the halls are freshly cleaned... Although since it's the start of the year, the halls are freshly cleared, waiting to be filled as the semester passes. Of course, there's no shortage of drains. This hall in particular is displayed prominently in the school's advertising material, for good reason. The carefully and expertly built dynamic between the surrounding nature, the school, and even the building materials themselves is nothing less than mystical. I already feel the creative juices flowing.
You have to tell me, Inko. Are the creative juices motor oil or diluted coffee? You have to tell me. It does have a motel feel, I know.
Soon enough, I'm standing just outside the door to my next class. Much like the school wall outside, it's decorated in various colors and patterns, each corner painted and tagged by a different student.
This place feels like such a fucking, like, cartoon place. It's so, like, steeped in its world sometimes. I don't know, man. It's such a contrast from the other one. It feels like a college, not a high school. Because, you know, colleges do this kind of stuff, right? Not high schools. I barely step foot inside before the bell rings. But if it was college, you couldn't get... It's placeholder art. Da-da-da-da-da-da. This probably isn't done because those lines look really sloppy and the background's kind of... What? It looks medical. Private schools play differently. Private schools aren't huge here, I think. I don't know. But they're not as emphasized, I guess, compared to American culture, I imagine. So again, that's a me problem. Since I was the last one in, all but one of the seats already taken. And it's pretty close to the front. While many of the students look well prepared, some of them are clearly ready to fall asleep within a few minutes. Just wanted to make a little cut. Just want to make a little slice in the footage there so we can do one more last one. If you got something to say, get it out now, because we're almost ready. We've got like 20 more minutes on the clock. Also, I got to take a piss. It's a great way to start your videos, reminding your audience that you have biological functions. It's great. Everyone loves hearing about that. They love hearing the sniffles, and the you know, get them nice and warmed up. Then there's the teacher, standing up by the board, waiting for me to finish looking around and take a seat. Since he isn't urging me to look for a seat, he must be used to new students taking it all in. That must be the art teacher. He is very used to humans if he's acting like this. Somehow he looks young and old at the same... Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. He looks like a... His particular style of dress... Just a reminder, I'm not a robot. Listen, if I was an AI system, that... You know, it would just kind of go all over the place. Sapphire Crook confirmed robot. Pay me $20 to find out the truth on my Patreon. You cannot actually pay me $20 on Patreon to figure out the truth. You're just going to have to live with the uncertainty. Sorry. Well, don't want to hold the class for too long. Trying not to take the teacher's hospitality for granted, I take the seat closest to me in the front row. I will say that this streaming stuff does get me a lot more commentary. That's kind of why I want to record the actual game on my own time like I did with Snoot Game. Because I don't want this to be like a Bivolcano High where I spend hours on something. Like, it's fun, and I like it. It's a nice dynamic. But I don't think it does the game justice. I want to record Goodbye Volcano High at some point in the future. Again, in my own time, in my own space. And just let the game breathe. And see that now with the understanding and all that, just like with build engine games, where they're better on the second playthrough, maybe I appreciate it a bit more, or kind of see, we'll see. We'll get there. Even with me sitting down, the art teacher still continues to idle, instead of staring at the seated students with a hazy... Is he high on cough? No one else seems to be paying attention to him, save for a few people here and there. A few students are whispering something behind me. Where was he like yesterday? I'm not complaining about less work. Yeah, but on the first day... so in a way, the teacher's first... Oh my god, the teacher... Oh, I thought they were talking about Inko. No. So I didn't miss anything in class. That's pretty cool, actually. The teacher slams the front of his desk with both fists, the sound echoing through the room. It's a signal for all auxiliary conversation to cease, and the class obeys. Despite the sudden furniture abuse, the teacher doesn't look agitated. Rather, he's got a massive grin on his face. The phrase winning smile comes to mind. All right, then. The pale pterodactyl holds what appears to be a metallic tray on a stick. Good morning, class. Thank you, Erupted Jesus, for forcing me to wear prescription shades. Oh, you have, like, sensitive eyes? Oh, that sucks, man. My classmates are wincing in pain and wiping their eyes. And welcome to AP Art Design. He holds up the stick haphazardly. That's a quill. This is a flash pan. Saw it at an antique store yesterday. Thought it would be a good introduction. But it's not important. It's worthless, actually. The class winces as the stick is chugged into the garbage bin. Oh, it's one of those things, like they use for the old photography. They had like a little thing, and they put like a chemical on it that would like... Those things are great. The class winces, the stick is hugged into the garbage bin and shattered. I would wince. I used to be like very sensitive about that kind of stuff, and like if you popped a balloon, I would cry. I was a little baby, and if you popped a balloon, I would go, no, the balloon! Ah! Maybe it was the sound, though. Excuse me for my absence yesterday. I have matters to take care of elsewhere. My name is Mr. Yadakan. I'm one of the British who occupied the Japanese islands. Don't worry about what I'm doing with these historic relics. I can destroy them if I want. I bought them legally. The art world is just like that, buddies. Cool, mate. You like it? Within the blink of an eye, the teacher has replaced the sun on a stick with a fancy mark and managed to scroll his name across the board in the finest show of calligraphy. And I shall be your guide to explore the expanse of the creative world. Not to dilly-dally down, shall we?
Thought Chi-Chi's very animated.
He's Quentin.
Oh my god, he's Quentin. Listen, Ophinia would be like this. Ophinia would be worse. Ophinia would be like the prop is like step 1. Then there's another prop, and you don't know when the last one is. He's like Quentin. I wrote a character called Quentin. He's like that. He's just too much, and everyone likes him because he's too much, and so the classes never get going, and he always makes it exciting. Quentin's also gay, and he rats. The math teacher was kind of boring, and everyone thinks the contrast is funny. But it's not emphasized. It's just a thing for people to notice if they want to. This first week, we'll be going in-depth into the history of fundamentals of art. Perhaps a little trial by fire as well, to get your creative juices flowing.
The murmurs among my classmates, although paid them no mind. In fact, the prospect of doing some creative work to create something that I could possibly show off. For a brief moment, I picture my own name on a placard in the hallway outside the principal's office. For now, though, I'd like you all to open up your books on page 3. All right, my book. Wait, what book? Wait. Looking around, I can see that everyone has a novel-sized hardcover book opened. Oh, they must have gotten them yesterday. Now then, class, we'll be starting with... Hesitantly... Oh my god, Anon wouldn't, but he's smart. Good, Mr. Yadakan, sir. Is this like... Are they trying to make up for Mr. Tsuchinoko, or whatever his fucking name was? Is this to compensate for that guy? Let me... Hold on. Oh, he's just called Jin. Ugh. But yeah, for the other guy who was like way into it. Ugh. Topic time is Undertale's not a visual novel because Undertale has a combat system that actually punishes you. I'm sorry to tell you this, Cloaker. You cannot call it a visual novel. It also has way too much moving around and overall puzzle stuff. It has a save system. It has an economy. It has a lot of things going on side by side. It is a visual novel in the sense that it's more about the story than anything else, and it kind of wants you to get to the end, and it has mechanisms in place to get you there. So I guess, in an academic sense, you could probably try to argue that, but as a gut feeling, no. A gut feeling says no. And I said no. I don't have a book yet. You don't have... How? The substitute passed them all out Oh. Ah. His eyes flicker open a second as he connects some internal dots. Ah, the word on the street is that some kid got concussed so hard that he had to leave early. Did the street mention that I was doing well before that? Oh, of course not. You're Mr. Nito then, right? Are you the Grave Lord? My goodness, this school has been lacking a Grave Lord for the last few months. Now, if you would like to go over there, we've got some individuals who are trying to link the flame. Now, I am not going to say that you're going to have to do your best, but I would love it if you summoned a couple more skeletons than the last one. He wasn't really putting his heart into it, you know? Like he was just kind of standing around and letting himself get plucked off from a distance. Now, I don't expect you to defeat your first few on your first go. But if you can at least get it with a couple of good swings and put on a little show, then we can see about making a graveyard out of you yet, buddy. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, visual novels are defined by... Yeah, I guess you can argue that it, like... I think that there's a crossing point, though, and Undertale has to cross that at some point. Like, a visual novel, the novel is where I think kind of the point comes from, right? A novel is more straightforward. You can do some skips, but Undertale is rather linear. And the interruptions... I guess some of it was just... God damn it, I'm not here to talk about the... No! This is not that stream. But it's a fun question. It drives a man to think. Drives a man to think. Yes, sir. Given the circumstance, I'll let it slide. Here, fetch. Ah, that's a second concussion. For now, why don't you share with one of your classmates? Afterbook, I'll write you a note so you can give it to the librarian. Thank you, sir.
Is Bokor Misty? No, it's...
At that point, any video game is a mystery. Is a mystery dungeon.
I kind of regret being so late, because the only person I can realistically share with is a person to my side. So, hey.
Ah, is this how we're gonna meet Olivia? Damn, that's a cool seat, though. She doesn't have the external handles, I think. But that's a cool set of wheels. I love how she's already done. She's already done.
Wait a minute. Wasn't she the one speeding through the hallway yesterday? Just like back then, I feel like Ace. Pissing and cold, as if she's not seeing me sitting next to her. Would it be okay to share the book? It'll only...
You can't do the Fang scene again, game. You just can't. Come on.
Instead of a verbal response, she lets out a defeated low groan like I just spit on a cereal.
You know, I mentioned it with the birth defect, like the principal's horn being on backwards, maybe. Or, that's just how that dinosaur works. I don't fucking care. But, like, too many stories, they make the thing the thing. But if she was actually nonverbal, like mute in some way, or I'd be okay with that. That's something that doesn't get explored. Like a visual novel is a terrible place to explore that. But that kind of constraint is interesting. Because now you have a point of view character who has to interpret these body motions and go like, what is she saying? And you have to describe it. There's some interesting interactions you can work with there. Listen, when you say oviraptor, my brain goes, no, that's eggs, right? An ovira. Oh, that's why I'm getting it wrong. No, it's a... No, is... God damn it. An oviraptor. Yeah, it's just... That just means egg! You can't call them that. See what I mean when I say that dinosaurs have stupid names? It just means egg thief. Fuck off. You can't just do that. Like, I know, right? Some birds are just called, like, the sound maker. But you can't do that with... You can't do that with a species that's not around, that's not had this million-year history of stupid names. You got to invent a cool name and just call them egg thief. What if they don't steal eggs? What if they just ate nice omelets they bought at the store? Then you look like a clown. And they're like, you call us thieves? That's like with the Eskimo and the Inuit. Like, you can't do that. But yeah, I hope it... If this game gets an E1 similar to Snoot Game, that'd be the worst idea. This just isn't the game for it. It doesn't have the theme or the mood. And the main characters don't feel good for it. Like, I could see Olivia doing it, but I think that's just the facade we get to deal with. But again, I kind of like the idea of, like, make a nonverbal character and try to work that in. Maybe I'll do that myself. Sounds fun. Nonverbal character is interesting in a school setting. Like, sure, they would need custom accommodations, but it's also an interesting concept to explore. Like, don't make it the thing. And it's fine. I get it, like, the wheelchair, but... I don't think that wheelchairs are quite... A lot of disclaimers. I don't think wheelchairs are that kind of disability. They limit Olivia from going upstairs, from certain types of nature hike. Yes. But they do not fundamentally alter Olivia and her interactions with the world around her, with people. She can still talk to people. She still has mostly the same experiences as people. If you're deaf, or you're blind, or you walk around with crutches, I think something fundamentally changes in a way that's different. There's a certain step that I don't think is quite taken by this. If you have, like, your horn backwards, and it's something people talk about, if you've got sensitive eyes and need to wear shades the whole time, and they're not there, and Anon's like, out my eyes. Actually, wasn't that what he said? Like, that kind of stuff. I just don't feel that just the wheelchair gets there. For that interesting point of... What I want from it is that in the writing, there's a conflict. In the writing, you can't connect the dots with how the characters act. Maybe I'm just being weird. Character that's bipolar. Character that's bipolar has the problem of they can... Like, I guess that's the problem with any mental illness, is that people will just think the character's fucking stupid, but that's also the fun part, is that you don't know. And then they're like, actually, I don't have any control over this. This just fucking happens. I just suddenly start binge eating like a maniac. And it's like, oh, that's awful. I don't know. I feel that the problem to me is that wheelchairs are too easy to accommodate for on a surface level. There's too much. You literally smooth it over is the problem. Literally smooth it. Oh, God.
I've been to buildings that where like the entrance is not on the first floor, but like on the ground floor, but on the first floor, and you had these stupid. They were so dumb. All I could think about is this is just fucking stupid for like this isn't fun to walk to an extent. But if you're in a wheelchair, you're driving over this high traction because it was exposed to the rain, so it needed to be a special high traction surface. So it was this garbled metal, and it's like people in wheelchairs are gonna poke their tires, you jackass. Just don't do Just make it sandpaper. I mean, someone will fall and they'll get their arm open, but they'll do it on the metal too. You bingus. She then huddles back over to a page. Also, wheelchairs are a bit more obviously done because here's the thing. I'm gonna call it what it is. Soft disabilities. They're things you can pull out and you can kind of make a deal out of it, but you don't have to really think about it or talk about it or address it in a way that matters. Although I guess if Anon and them hit up, they have to talk about, hey, do you work under there, or is that all just like numb? Can I use your legs for bongos while you're sleeping and you'll never wake up? Because I would love to play your legs for bongos. Oh. I don't know, I'm just thinking. And I'm thinking myself, and I'm like, actually, I'm wrong. Just like with the Undertale visual novel thing. Like, you give it some thought, and you're like, you know what, this position I held might not have been 100% accurate. And I might not be thinking about this hard enough. Yeah. Oh, geez, sorry I asked. It's only the first real day. Maybe I don't need it. Olivia, come on. Share him with us one time. I already told him I personally resolved the issue, so just help me out here, right? She responds by making a show of sighing deeply while rolling her head back and around. Oh my god, this face. As someone who has drawn muzzles, this is the muzzle poses you dread. It's like, I don't want a muzzle like this, no. Ordinarily a bit grown to go with the gesture, but again, a mute character would be interesting. Like, again, in a visual novel, it's such a hard thing to work around. She hangs her head low in defeat, and she nudges the book a few centimeters closer to me. Thanks. I slide my own desk closer to her, just enough that I can read the page. Also, from like a romantic perspective, how do you bromance someone who can't talk, right? Like, if the character's blind, then you can do the, oh, you're human, but that should happen way earlier, because odds are someone who's blind would want to touch you to some extent, like hold your hands or something like that. You know, especially if you go on a walking date, because it's like, listen, I can follow you by sound, but just hold my goddamn hand, it's a lot easier for all of us. Also, you're not afraid of hand-holding, are you, you slut? While the teacher orates the page as if reaping from death of a hunter, I follow along while simultaneously trying to capture anything that's out of my notebook. One thing I gotta say, the anime and cultural references that Anon made did kind of add a little charm that I'm missing. Heavily reliant on body language. I like characters that ham it up and use some body language. Which again, in a visual novel, that means you need a lot of poses. You need to communicate a lot that way, and that can be difficult. But what I like, I kind of miss that Anon talked a lot of references, and it was a really nice way to keep things... I don't know, it added a certain charm to him. I like that kind of writing, and it wasn't done too bad. You know, it's easy to do that kind of writing and go too far. Anon was a good mixture. Good. I kind of miss it. Inko was such a dork in comparison. Like, Anon was a dweeb. You know, he was a bit of a But, I don't know, Inko's a bit less... But, you know, I said it before. Good characters have a little friction to them. A lot more difficult than expected, as Mr. Yarakan seemed to put emphasis on every word he spoke. I felt like I was just copying the page also. Oh, he's not one of those teachers. Did he write the book? Did he fucking write the book? He wrote the book, didn't he? He goes to prep. My eyes turn from the book to the girl's notes and... Those are some very murderous-looking claws on her fingertips. No, they look really smooth. For a split second, I see them... Oh! She wipes her fingertips with a small towel and... Wow, those claws extend again into bright red purple onto her desk. A singular red-colored claws pressed into the paper for a moment and then quickly tugged and twirled and twisted, leaving behind a bright red recursive sentence on the page. Cool. Those silver irises flicked my way once more. What? What are you doing? Looks pretty cool. Oh god, no, I need to give her a voice. Oh no. Oh, he has Marvel... Sorry, I gotta go back into the art. Backgrounds, not the CGs. I need his room. I don't know. No, I don't know these backgrounds. I don't know if they're like any of that. But they're actually a lot cooler than that. Oh, that is an Iron Man, definitely yes. I don't know the other two, but those are definitely some nice posters.
Man, he has like 3 fucking pillows and like a little footrest thing. Jesus, man. You have the fanciest bedroom door that everyone can peek through. Batman! A hint of red creeps across the girl's cheeks. She looks back at the book and hunches her shoulder again as she humanly, tinily can. Huh? She's now leaning over notes too, even using the book as extra protection for the... I should be focusing on my own quotes, yeah. As an impossible task now, as the colorful calligraphy has piqued my curiosity. The quill talon continues to delicately etch notes. She is... It only leaves the page to dip into what looks like a tiny... I didn't want to be spoiled, and I spoiled myself by reading a... Did you know that an archive of our own Snoot game and Goodbye Volcano High are rolled into one for some fucking reason? I don't know why. I guess character confusion, but... But I think it's dumb. I didn't expect to see Olivia there, by the way. Fucking hell, man. What? What is this? Why is that the crossover you're going for? What a weird idea. Like, Anon reincarnates. Uh-oh, I reincarnated as a baby dinosaur, and my girlfriend is from another video game. No, my sister. It's a sister. I don't even know if what pairings we're dealing with. Ugh. Because Goodbye Volcano High needed the publicity. No! Don't say that, no! Is that Batman? Yeah, that's Wonder Woman. That's 1D. Now look a little closer. And that is probably the Dark Knight. Oh my god, the fact you can figure out these posters, thank you. Now I look a lot smarter, look very intelligent, thank you. And it only leaves the page, a dip in what looks like a tiny pellet at the end of it. That doesn't seem healthy, because they retract inwards, like the ink. Is that ink safe? The claws extended again? That was a fake oh. Hey. I didn't mean to get Cobalt, but I'm so sorry. I'll wait for me to... She's already... Didn't the teacher already give the name? Yeah, oh, we already have the name, dude. I mean, it's polite to wait, but be a Sigma male. Like, hang on. I saw people whining about looking for Goodbye fanfics only to find Snoot. Yeah, that's also a problem. Like, the two fandoms aren't that overlapping in the way that people think. It's not healthy. Why did they do it? She doesn't. She simply returns her focus to the book between us. I wonder what her deal is. In either case, I turn my attention back to class. I hope I can make up for lost time. It's hard to ignore the Gator girl, though. Especially with those icy grey eyes of hers. Feel like icicles poised to stab through me. Hey, wait a second. Those hand motions. She's not writing anything now. She's drawing. Well, it's none of my business, but I am rather curious. I did make a show of leaning back to yawn. Now I can see it's a... Wait, that's a... First off, so that guy just stole that, I guess. But whatever. That's cute, though. I like that. I will say that Nothing to Something has... I just pick up things as they come along. I want to write that in my way. I want to make that work for me, that idea. Of, like, going through life again and having all this foresight. But actually, you know, fucking using it. Because Anon's implied to have gone back in time. Like, you can do something with that, man. Like he said, you can coast through things. You can do things better on the second try. There's a lot you can do with that. I hope it does, because going back to being a fucking baby and being in diapers for you, that's a hell of an experience as an adult. It calls out the fetish, which is like, don't know if you should have done that. Or side stories. There we go. Okay, even write about the fact that everyone died in the no continue stage, only prequels allowed. Or side stories about cut characters like... Yeah, true. I mean, the thing I'm writing, I've written, like, okay. I've written a little bit about Snoot Game ending one fan getting swapped in. I've written one about an OC getting swapped in, that one's still going. That's about it, I guess. Like, there's really only so much you can do without fundamentally altering what it is. And that's really all... Like, so little exists that there's only so much to go off of, and it has to be the main plot. To some extent. And the main plot is... That doesn't look like you, though, right? Like, that's a little early to say. Wow, it's a calligraphic doodle of me. There's no mistaking it. That's my jacket and sunglasses. That's just... That's blank space, man. That's pretty cool. What a weird way to do it, though. Nobody's really drawn me before. Yeah, because unlike Anon... I want to point out, Anon always faded into the background for me. He does not. Well, all those others are the first day of school, but that's different. They weren't using their claws or ink.
Man, I can't wait. Man. Oh, man, I can't wait. I gotta ask for a closer look.
God, he is such a dork. I mean, with the body swap thing, I also do a lot with like the side character. I have to build up the characters so much. I have to like it's a lot first person, but when it isn't, it focuses on other characters. Like, what is LJ thinking about the audition? What is it like to wake up in the room of Trish and such? To shift it around and give everyone a little spotlight time. It's exhausting. You need so much more time to make that work. I've given myself a hell of a task, and it's why I want to figure out what I want to do with Trico, and just write the fucking Trico thing. Another thing I've written is ending 1, but it's a thing I've played with, where Trish forgives Anon because she's like, wow, in all of this, I didn't realize anything, and I'm kind of to blame here, etc., etc. And I kind of want to write in having Rex Octave show up together with Trico and be like, hey, want to travel through time, punks? Want to reincarnate on another planet? I love how Something to Nothing just shoves Anon into a hole and leaves it at that. He just fucking dies, falling 6 feet. Admittedly, 6 feet is a lot if you snap your neck. Hey, your picture's super cool. Can I see it? No, so far the media... If you write the meteor out, you write out pretty much everything that matters, right? The reason Fang and Trish have this issue is because there's only so much time. It's why everyone is pissed off about the future, why Naomi's so fucking dense, why Nasser feels like hell, why Reed's D&D campaign fucking sucks. So much it relies on it. But not enough that it just sucks. A good story, it's integrated perfectly, but I'm angry. Listen, I'm going to play the cat song if I get any angrier. Like, you have to write your own story into it at that point, and the characters are so minimalistic. What are you doing? You're just making Snoot game. You're just making your own game at that point, your own story. And like, yeah, that's what fanfiction generally is, but it's like a step beyond that. Man, I really gotta take a piss. Man, someone else is sending me Dinosaur comics. I mean, if you're gonna make it post-apocalyptic, you're also... I don't want to talk about this right now, I think. She glares at me in the eyes and slowly brings out the sheaf she was doodling on. With the paper more visible, I can just barely make out all the important details. The line work is sharp, and each stroke is an organic curve combined to... The line work is sharp. Each stroke an organic curve that, when combined, formed what had to be me. It even had my sunglasses, negative space on the head. Yeah, that's what I said, but it doesn't look like it. It's too sharp. Even though it was with those swirly lines coming out of... What? What was with those swirly lines coming out of my drawing's head? What? Dude, this is great. She rolls her eyes and starts retracting the page. Can I take a picture of it? A pause. Why... Nobody's ever done something like that for me. I want to remember it. You know, I don't need Olivia to also throw around this many ellipses, game. Please. Either Inko or Olivia, not both. I don't want to be double-teamed by them. She passes the paper over to me. Wow. It's yours. You got her to open up on the first date, buddy. Whoa, really? Thanks. What is the teacher doing? Is he just like, my book is so great, that's why I'm reciting it? That's what college professors do, not high schoolers. Don't mention it. But, don't. She's nice. Yeah, you fucking loser. She's nice. I mean, she might be nice, but at this moment, she's hesitant, at best. After a grueling period of my own anxiety, the bell rings to set us free. You are way too far ahead of, like, getting over your self-curve, man. Freedom at just stay for a minute longer, Inko. I get some sideways glances from the other students as they leave. No doubt suspected. I'm the teacher's pet already. Space Dim Sum, which is game Easter eggs Fang in. Morgan's Skate Club? What? Oh!
heard about this. Oh, I've seen that model. That's great. Oh, take a look. This video is going to be long because it's the last one, and I want to make it last. Hold on. I don't want any sound. Thank you. No one has to hear this. Fang and Gwen. Five Dino Nuggies. Oh, yeah, that is that character, huh? Well, fair enough. Oh, my God. Fang looks so goofy. What a goofy game. How cute. Like, there are so many games that has this world is ending type A thing that does what GVH used to do. Yeah, Goodbye Volcano highest production value. It just needed some fucking direction and vision to keep it together. YouTube keeps reminding me that my chat revenue is $0. Thanks, YouTube. I don't know where the money would even come from. How are they supposed to pay me, YouTube? Why are you telling me something that can't go anywhere? After a few strokes of his pen, Yadaka hands me a note. Just so does the librarian, and she'll hand you your books. On your way now. Man, his hands are so stiff by side. Is he gonna punch me? A quick clip to the librarian hands me my missing books. I even got a fancy laminated library card. Yadakan's introduction to his class, and I'm excited for the photography next. Next up, though, lunch. Can't take pictures on it. Oh, you're such a dweeb, Inko. He's such a dweeb. I'm kind of warming up to him being a dweeb, yo. He's a cute little dweeb. I want to give him the pat-pats. Como, you know he deserves the pat-pats. The pat-pat. Between my lackluster breakfast and gym class, I'm practically starving. Yeah, your body burnt off way more calories than it should have because you just don't know how to use them. Despite my hunger, though, I stopped dead in my track. Despite my hunger, though, I'm stopped dead in my tracks and look around the cafeteria for a place to sit. Ah, they're using these again. Good. Get that mileage. The whole place overtaken by lawless anarchy. I've never seen a riot this intense. A few students have even crawled halfway up the wall, hanging there by the decorative vines. Food flies everywhere, utilized as ammunition rather than sustenance. And yet, the security guard by the door isn't moving. This must be acceptable? I shudder to think it would be bad enough to want him to take action. I've never seen anything like this at my old schools. The more important thing, all of the cliques have already formed from the previous day. Oh, no. I missed my chance to sit with... No, but Damien invited you, buddy. Wait. It's only the second today. Why am I acting as though it's too late for anything? Well, because you claim your seats on the first day. Yo, Nico! I know what, we'll do one more. I'll do one more, but I take a potty break, and you have to say thank you. Say thank you. The Left 4 Dead 2 Fang model? What? All right. It was a glazed ham. A cut in the video, but also Damien wants to eat Inko. Thank you was said, so we go on. I'm shoulder checked from behind, but it feels like an oversized fist forward on the sideboard. If it wasn't already by the wall, I would have even sent sprawling or made into roadkill. When I turned around, I met with Damien's toothy grin. Ow, what? Ooh, what? I already forgot about me? You don't got anywhere to be, right? Yeah? You stuttered. Come on, we'll go with somebody. May as well, right? I am a glazed ham. Damien excitedly motions me to follow him through traffic. Through the traffic of students going about the lunchroom. Peering through the crowd, waving my helmet, disappearing again like he's... What was that? He's out running. Like he's out running something. It's a good thing I haven't gotten my own lunch yet. It'd be dumped on the ground by 3 elbows and a slap again. Through the clamoring, I hear something about a turf war restarting with the new year. And that the megalodons will continue to rule. Somewhere mixed in is the undeniable sound of a steel chair clattering to the ground.
He's got him with the steel chair!
This place is an actual war zone now. How on earth is Damien able to weave through these guys so easily? He eventually leads me to the far corner of the room, at his usual lunch table. Hey, you're alive! I think one of my ribs is cracked. That's just the school spirit you're feeling. Oog. Feel less like a person, more like a well-used punching bag. I finish stretching my wounded back and actually check the table. It's basically empty. Is there one other person here? The Gator girl gives an unamused right. Oh god, no, I have to figure out a voice. Hey, you? Oh, snap. You know Olivia? Olivia, yeah, right. The one and the only. Why didn't you tell me you met already? Because I only sort of did. We're in the same class. Man, if those dinos are big as a space marine... Hail the Emperor! Okay, I get it now, buddy. Still, that sounds awesome. All my lunch buddies are artists. Dude, you can't throw a stone without hitting an artist around here. Also, I love the text in the background. One of them seems to say genocide. But I'm just projecting. Oh yeah, there's usually a third in our group. But she's screwing around. It's school business. What about Ben? No, we don't get Ben. She'll probably back to... What? She'll probably be back tomorrow. Student council can't take that long though, right? What? Wait, so... My head is like Ben is a girl, trans, which would be really outside of Caymanon's wheel park. Because they don't seem to touch that stuff in the way that this would work. Is that the long neck one? Because I know there's like a really long necked character that made me giggle. Because it's like, oh, that's such a clever way to use the engine. It's probably her. God, you just used Nasser again, you bingus. And Naomi, come on. Oh, yeah, she'll probably be back tomorrow. Students' council stuff can't take that long, right? What does she need with the student council? Oh, she doesn't need anything with the student council. She's in it. She's the treasurer. You know, she's got like golden billions and she pays people in platinum. With the platinum card. Nasser and Naomi clearly go to another school. Their spirit haunts this place, though. The treasurer? Something like that? What do you think, Olivia? Olivia just grunts in reply. She doesn't even bother looking from the lunch tray. Aren't you an artist? Aren't you an artist too, Damien? Nah, I don't got patience to sit around for hours like that. So you're not taking advantage of the art programs here? Don't really need them. Home's just really close by. It's great. Only other artist here today is Olivia. His arms wave over to Olivia as if he were presenting her at an auction or something. For her part, the Gator girl just grunts again. That's a lot of good. Good. Well, what do you do then, Olivia? Finally, she looks up,
turning an indifferent look my way. Did she say something? What was that?
Can't you speak Morse? Even though they're probably in the same tax bracket.
The ambient war noises are a bit too loud. I can't hear a thing. Sorry, I can't hear anything you're saying over the...
Ah, don't sweat it. She's just a real quiet type.
I paint.
Oh, hey.
Holy hell, her voice sounds so raspy. As if she never drank a drop of water in her life. Guess I hadn't noticed it before, but she only gave one-syllable responses. But for someone's voice to be so strained from a single shout... She furrows her brow and looks back at her lunch. Oh, snap! We've been standing around for a while. He sits back in his seat, takes a huge bite of a mystery meat steak. Oh yeah, right, food.
Aren't they all herbivores? I don't know. I think someone told me or implied that they're all like herbivores. I don't know what to think about that. Makes me think about video games. Be weird though, because if it's the same world close enough, then it'd be weird if they suddenly got rid of all the carnivores.
After the workout and poor breakfast today, I'm practically famished now. But... that line... All eyes look where the lunch line should be. And it's become a full-blown riot. Someone's got a fire extinguisher trying to stop it.
Well, I probably should have waited for you to get yours. Oops! Damien tries to say, he looks so angry! What did the steak ever do to you, Damien? What did the steak ever do to you? Did you trip on it during...
But who am I to question dino etiquette and the act of using one's foot to anchor...
What? I don't want to think about where those feet have been, because they've been on the floor. And in a war zone, the floor is something else.
Suddenly the sound of squeaking a rubber draws both of attention to Olivia.
Why is she squeaking? Unless she's rapidly accelerating, there really shouldn't be that much of a squeak.
She's... Oh, great.
Yeah, leave some skid marks, will you?
She's holding onto one of her wheels, having just skidded it across the granite floor.
Oh, what's that?
She tilts her head back towards the courtyard door behind us. And it looks like there's a few vending machines out there.
You know, I'm okay with her being the quiet type. Very unapproachable. You know, people don't think about this, but it's like sitting in a wheelchair. Your legs are in the way between you and the person you're talking to, so there's this inherent greater distance created by if you want to comfortably stand near her. I don't think people think about this too much. And if you're behind them, listen, I've done volunteer work. I've pushed around people in wheelchairs a lot. And I can tell you that standing behind someone and talking to them is a little different. It's a little different. It's not quite the same. I can't use the character because of copyright. I know. Who am I kidding? Like, the Trico thing has a bunch of copy pastes.
Legally distinct. Huh, I guess I'll check them out. I leave the group behind to try and get some lunch. Not a fan of soda and chips for a meal, but that's enough for World Cup. It's an MRE, man. This thing only accepts credit cards. Oh, I know. He's happy about it. Hey, this thing accepts credit cards. Hey,
You have a fucking... Motherfucker has a credit card. He's like, what, 18, 19? He's a fucking credit card. Fuck you, Inko.
I'm feeling like...
My favorite color is drywall, straw brown soda. Pretending to be on a diet. Baked chips.
A huge fucking idiot. I'm good.
I mean, you've used a lot of energy. What would I go for? Like... I think chips are a bad idea. Because he is just dehydrated from all that running. But so is this, like, these are not hydration options. These are all awful. These will all make you super dehydrated. Oh, I think you need the calories, but not the like, this is pretty much the same thing, right? Fuck it. Get some of that salt back, you motherfucker.
I pick out a few of the brands I recognize and tie me over the rest of the school day. I bend over to take up a bag from the dispenser slot, and that green chick's looking at me. She's noticing me gazing at her and hunches over again. What's that all about?
You're weird, Anon. Inko. Stop.
Right, making new friends.
You might make a third one. Almost there. I buy a few extra sodas for the table. Aw, yeah, it's his treat. Credit card man, pull it out. Be kind of interesting to have another person be the poor character on the team. Just saying. Fun dynamic. So just wholesale copying, certainly it is. Carrying everything back in both arms, I place them on an empty slot, sliding a can of soda over to Damien. It looks to me like I just tossed him a gold bar. Whoa, dude! The Dilo boy's mouth. The Dilo boy's mouth open wide as he chomps on the bottom of the can, his fang piercing the metal, spraying its content down its gullet. That is a weird way to drink. I toss some over to Olivia as well. She eyes it as those with booby traps before taking a bag of chips. Damien sighs happily as he chucks the shredded remains of his can away. Caffeine ambrosia. I love this pose. He looks so scrutinizing. Look at him. Oh, he's scrutinizing something, all right. This face is called Damien Pog. No. I have to know if it is. Where is he? Oh my god. So the way they do the faces in this is very different from the other one. Like, they have the bodies, and then they have the faces separately. That's pretty interesting. It is indeed called Damien Pog. He's so happy. What the fuck is tier 2? These are... I don't know what the difference is. But for some reason there's like a folder called tier 2. Tier 3. Oh, are these like for different... What the fuck is this? So, they have to like redo the faces. Sorry about that. Some things are breaking here. I don't know what it is. I like this face though. It's cute. He's such a cutie. What were we talking about before? Olivia's art. Yeah, right. She's really good, Inky. Like you wouldn't believe.
Can you at least stick to a nickname? Really?
Oh yeah, totally. She's like won awards and stuff.
Jazz? Can I see them? In fact, I could snap some glamour shots for you.
No need, dude. I already got pictures on my phone.
No, I mean, hold on. I picked my backpack up, unzipping it, and retrieving my beloved DSLR from it. I'm actually into photography.
Yeah, natural introduction. Dino-Man reaches for the well-aged DSLR, and on instinct, I swat his hand away. Hey!
Sorry, force of habit.
What do you think, Olivia?
She eyes me up and down with the same furrowed brow.
Aren't you the guy that ate... Aren't you the guy that ate dirt in the gym yesterday? Oh god, I'm gonna kill myself doing that. Aren't you the guy that ate dirt in the gym yesterday? Ha! That's great. I love that they're colored. He's so pissed. Like, you don't get this in Goodbye Volcano High. The animations aren't smooth enough for this to work. Like, in Volcano High, they feel like they have to go to neutral every single fucking time. And they don't just snap to it and you're like, I shoot Damien a quick, dirty glance before turning to look at Olivia. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty bad. Ate dirt.
It wasn't.
How does everyone seem to know about it? Damien looks aside sheepishly. I may have had a hand in spreading the story around. I thought it was funny. Don't worry about it, though. Everyone has some embarrassing story. I love... Inko is so pissed. What line was broken? The colors? I imagine this is something you break easily. One time I got my frill stuck in the bathroom stall. I didn't need to know that. Know how that even works. It took him half an... I can't do it like that. Like, it's too... That's breathy, and I can't do breathy in this. It took him half an hour. Took him an hour. I don't know if that fits. It's too gravelly. It took him an hour to get out. See? Everyone's got something. Olivia pops a chip in her jaws and her face looking out to nowhere as if she's thinking of something. So, she's Indio, right? She's already thinking on just chowing down on those terrible breakfast burritos.
and just stealing everything in your fridge. Damien leaves real close to me. One of his frills extends to hi, Olivia. Dude, I haven't seen her talk this much since lunch last year. She said 3 things, and one of them was a grunt. Why the secrecy? It's like a secret meeting. Those are cool. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's something else. She should have warmed up to you. I can tell. He sits down properly. Honestly, this whole thing's a little creepy. She's probably not a bad person to talk to, but Damien isn't helping any. As eager as I am to make new friends this year, this definitely is not how I thought this would pan out. Maybe it's best that I get through lunch quickly and quietly. At least I have a spot to sit during lunch. Not like I have any other options. Ah, there you are, Inko. The voice rings out to greet me and catches our attention. I see a familiar bespectacled face walk over to us with a lunch tray in his hands. His glasses are so huge. Glad to see that you all made it to lunch this time. Oh, hey, Ben. I'm guessing you and Inky have already met. I introduced myself after I bumped into him the other day. Speaking of bombs, you should have seen Inky here yesterday. Damon started to cackle and slaps me on the back, igniting the gym pains on my body and almost knocking my glasses off. Get newer glasses, dude. They're not supposed to be that loose if they're prescription. Like mine, I can shake my head pretty vigorously before they fall off. The name Inko was bugged out. Oh, that sucks. Oh, Ben gives me a concerned half smile. This must be my eternal torment for the rest of the semester until, hey, Fang is gonna fuck it with one of the shows. They won't be talking about you soon, buddy. Like, it doesn't matter if Fang is in another part of Caldera Bluffs. They'll know. They'll know. Ah, yes. About yesterday. Ben looks down the aisle to chanting students and signals to someone with his head. Standing 10 feet away from us is an imposing-looking dinosaur girl with blonde hair, crimson scales, and sporting a fiery red leather jacket. Oh, no. We get the forced apology. Those suck. Ben motions her to come closer with a soft smile on his face and nod. She smiles back, though her own is noticeably strained. Okay, I'm here. She makes her way over, and I notice how some of the students begin to quiet down as she passes them by. Yeah, it's her. Okay, yeah, she's my type. Thank you. But a red leather jacket is such an opener. Although, those spikes are not in safe places. Those are not in the places you want them. It's Naomi's sister. She got all the good genes. Literally. No, she got the got the holes. That's not the good genes. She's just spiky in the tails. As she gets closer, her intense presence invades me. Even though we're about the same height, I feel like an ant to get crushed under her boot. I think you're actually slightly taller. No, she's like slightly hunched, doesn't you? Somewhere in me, a synapse connects her face to me tasting white red rub yesterday. Really wish it hadn't. Inko, Mia here has something to say to you. Maya stays silent, but strides the last couple of steps regently to stand right in front of me. She sucks in air through her teeth. Sorry. The corner of the girl's lips start to rise. I didn't mean to knock your locks out. Behind her, I notice Ben wincing. The girl lets out a laugh and lays an arm across my shoulder, and her smile's growing wide once more. He kicks Wild Sky's face as the muzzle nears my ear, especially when a hot puff of air by my lobe. The heat is thrown away when I feel her fingers dig roughly to my shoulder, and the sharp hiss of a whisper scrapes my eardrums. That ball was me being nice, Baldy. Screw the class over again, and I fucking end you. Nodding and understanding me, pushes away from me with a small chair. Sit. I'll clean up, Benny boy. Yeah, that is not quite. Oh, Bill, you know how I am. Her eyes flutter as she looks this way. Yes, I know, but you promised you would be nicer. I know, and I was. I'll be seeing you later tonight, Benny. Just like we promised. Oh, are you dating or are you brothers and sisters? I don't know. I don't think it matters. That was something. She waves us off collectively and backs into the crowd, vanishing before either of us could fully process her words and actions. What a way to introduce a character. Fuck. Thunderbolt. Damn, you're not just my side. Dude, I think she love trying. I want to love Pentagon. I want you in on it, Damien. I want Ben in on it. I want whoever the treasure girl is on it. We're going to make a love hexagon. It's going to be the sexiest shape on this side of the Kalahari River. Ben radiating bottom energy. No. No. No, she is Naomi's sister in the way that Fang should have been Nasser's sister, or a sibling, I guess. You know, with the opposing whatever. Ben sighs. Sorry about it, Inko. I heard earlier about what happened to be connected to dots. Maya comes off as rough around the edges, but she's actually really sweet. I'll go talk about them more later.
You and her, huh?
Yes, since the start of high school. The classic joke and no! I wanted her! Reed was also already dating with someone else. With Alvin. I am forever denied. But at least I can always get noogies from Damien on the casual. On the sly. Damien is asexual because he just doesn't give a shit. He doesn't want to get in bed. He wants to get on the field and run a couple of laps. He wants to build a building by hucking bricks at it. Ah, the classic jock and nerd petting.
Ah, the classic jock and nerd pairing. Sounds like you're living the dream. Probably huffing a leather boots every single night as she kicks you. Why the hell were you using your girlfriend cred, dude? That's like the worst time to use it. I'm not that important.
You know it. Yeah, I'm sorry your first impression of it isn't ideal.
It's fine, it's just a dodgeball. Not like she was looking to do something. The floor hurt more than the ball anyway.
Yeah. Damien. Huh?
Damien looks up from the rest of his meal, having selectively heard his name.
Could you not spend rumors about your fellow classmates? No worries, Nico and I, we're cool. That still does not make it right. Yeah, sir, yeah.
Gives Ben a lazy salute. Ben merely sighs as he places a tray on the table and makes himself comfortable on the seat next to me.
Oh, she's the treasurer. Nobody's the president, right? Whatever.
Only offhandedly mentioned anyway. As he sits, Ben notices my camera still out on the table.
Ah, this is your camera, Inko.
Yeah, I've been showing it to Damien and Livia earlier.
May I?
A few minutes kicking from over, remember that Ben also works for the camera. Sure, have a look. I watch as Ben gingerly picks up the camera and gives it a thorough inspection.
I must say, as far as standard DSLRs go, yours is of very good quality. Nothing too special, really.
Nothing too special, really. Just something I picked up a while back.
Ah, well, you have a very good taste in camera models.
He hands me back my camera, and I place it in my backpack.
You know, at least we got a new diverse cast of characters for voices, so it doesn't feel like Volcano High. Other than Anon, I guess. Other than Inko. But you know what? It's a fine voice for a fine character. Before, with Anon, it felt more like he was pretentious. With Inko, it just feels like he's a dork. So it's fine. I like it. What the fuck is this copy paste? It's definitely a closet. 55 views and 10 likes. Feeling popular.
Thanks.
With something like that, it would be easy to get some great shots. Well, I have a
small collection on a portfolio.
You dork, you have a portfolio drive. Ah, a portfolio. Ah, I just got mine a year ago. I bet you've got like a dozen pieces also to pick from for the New Year's art contest.
The what?
Yeah, man, he missed that announcement.
What announcement?
The school has an annual art contest at the start of every new year. The winner gets a smallest prize, but the bigger prize is that the art that the winner's piece is submitted for publication in a couple of big-time magazines. Oh, Olivia's sneaking away. Oh, that's great. I love that no one paid attention to that. Oh, wow. That sounds awesome. Of course, that also means that a lot of students plan ahead and work all summer for something to submit.
Did you have something?
Did you have anything for it, Ben? Ah, you know it. Well, good. Well, good luck. Liz said she turned in a perfect piece yesterday. Huh? You know... Who even knows? Oh. Well, good luck. Liz said She's Mia. Liz is someone else, you idiot. You fucking brain-dead moron. Well, good luck. Liz said she turned in the perfect piece yesterday.
Okay, now I'm interested.
Finally, a chance to show my real skill at something I'm good at. Dude, you are setting yourself up for failure. Everyone here has been working on this for a while. They know what they're doing. They're equals on your level. You're going to realize where on the average you fall. And you're just... Don't do this, man. Soften the blow. Be confident, but understand that you're not there.
That's why you go to school. Hey, Olivia can help you out. Your shots, alright? You two could totally win. Alright, Olivia? Olivia?
We all turn our heads to Olivia, only to realize she's disappeared. A couple of text boxes ago, no less. When did she leave? A couple of text boxes ago. Confused, I scan around the cafeteria, and my eyes managed to spot her through a crowd of students. She's rolling away towards the cafeteria doors, and quickly. Just like that, I lose sight of her quickly. Oh wait, when did she disappear again? She disappeared like... Yeah, the art contest. So she's probably like... Oh, it's on a timer. Oh, that's pretty clever. It's on a timer, so that if you read the text boxes, she'll vanish eventually. As the plot... Inko has the protagonist powers of plot convenience. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good guy to date, because you get all those plot powers. But you also get involved in more scandals. Listen... Like, the reason Ben and her hit it up is probably because... I don't know, actually. I don't know them well enough. It's kind of a weird combo, because he's not rolling over, so he's not just a plaything. He's clearly got his own hand in the relationship. And it's a new one, so who knows? They might have just done it because he's like, no, nice coat. And she's like, ah, thank you. Just like that, I lose. I turn and look at Damien and Ben. Damien not only looks puzzled, but also disappointed for some reason. Ben, meanwhile, well, he almost looks annoyed that Olivia left. Ooh, it's drama. What's this song? Dude, it's been like a day! Why is everyone acting like it's been a week? I complained about this in Goodbye Volcano High. Like, Snoot Game had a way better pacing. I know it's a demo, but come on! You're killing the pacing. I guess she hasn't changed. So it seems. Let him sting to his words, make you feel like there's more going on that I'm aware of. Yeah, fair, but like, kind of a deep-end thing. I mean, yeah, drama. At least we're establishing some goddamn drama, unlike some games. Say what you want. Angels with Scaly Wings starts off with the core conceit, and like, you got a lot riding on this, buddy. I decided not to pry into it, and instead bring the conversation back. I do think it kind of did a weird thing trying to connect the characters. Like, it's really weird when you think about it. Like, you're dating some random assholes while you're on this important diplomatic mission. Think about it what you want, but Goodbye Volcano High had some difficulties connecting the... Like, it would have worked better if every character had something to contribute, and that's how they solved the thing at the end. Like, Adine knows the town because she's a delivery person, so she knows a way to get to places, blah, blah, blah. Anna has, like, the medical knowledge, etc. Maybe she can do something with a machine. And Remy has, like, insight into human technology. Maybe he knows a way. Like, that kind of stuff. Like, build it into the characters and make it feel... Like, it's not that hard. You can keep a lot of the same assets and just write the introduction a bit differently so that every character... So it doesn't just feel like the ambassador's fucking around. Sleeping around like a slut. It does... Oh, I forgot about the introduction. I forgot about that. I mean, admittedly, you have to lore dump if you've got a big setting. I think you can compress it down, though. You can condense it down and have it leak out over conversations a bit more. Like, the dragons don't know, so you can have the dragons be the one asking, right? Because he's already there, so he has to mention all this stuff. So what you can start out with is just like, world is ending, shit's fucked, I'm sent over because I'm a cool, nice guy. Bam. You open up, because rolling those details in tends to work better than just plot dumping, because plot dumping, it feels a little flat and a little disingenuous and doesn't quite work. You gotta start off with, this is the scene, and then you roll in the details. Admittedly, you know, you need to be confident in your writing to make that work. A lot of people are like, I need to explain this because people need to know this. Do they? Like, you can... I personally, I don't know if you can do the thing where you reveal the world is ending later. They kind of did that, and I fucking hate it. That's not a twist that makes sense. The protagonist knows it. The system, the fucking heads-up display they're using knows it. Why are you revealing that the humans are extremely reliant on this deal at the end? Why? This should be the opening sentence, is the world is ending, you're here on an important diplomatic mission, shit's fucked, work hard. Bam. Everything else is just side dressing. You introduce it slowly and get into it. I need to look at that again, though, because it's been a while. But, yeah, you really only... If you can't explain the core premise in a couple of sentences and let the rest speak for itself, or explain it, or over time, reconsider your thing, because you can do it. You can. Any setting can be condensed down to a few opening sentences to get the basics going, and then the rest comes in organically. If you can't, you did something wrong. Even if it's just a simple, especially because he's from Earth, right? If it's set on Earth, you can skip so many sentences. It has gravity.
I decided to pry into it, and instead bring the conversation back. Well, I still want to try.
You can upload your submission on the school's website.
Well, then I'll need an account.
You don't have one?
I don't think so.
I've been told they'll get me that stuff by the end of the week. That sounds about right. Aren't you class president? Can you help me out here? Truthfully, it takes maybe 5 minutes to deal with all of that.
But why the wait? Nobody wants
to deal with it. I guess I'll wait then.
Ben scratches the back of his head.
I think someone in Stuco can help you out, actually. It's the treasurer's duty day today. So that's where Liz ended up. I don't know any names. So maybe. Wow, your class president? You fucker.
Guess I'll get to meet Liz sooner rather than later. I guess I'll take care of that before lunch is over.
Yeah. Remember how in Goodbye Volcano High, fucking classes felt like they lasted like 10 to 15 minutes? This lunch hour feels like it's lasted for an hour. We had a little intermission of picking our drinks. We had the introduction section. We had Olivia coming back. We had Ben coming up. We had Mia. We had so many fucking things. And now we're going to talk to Liz. Dude. This is it feels so decompressed compared to Goodbye Volcano High, where the teacher says 5 lines and, oops, my class is done. And one of those lines is saying hello. Sure thing.
Later, Damien.
Deuces, man. Tell Liz I said hi.
I grab some of the leftover snacks at the table and my backpack and head out of the cafe. Don't forget your camera. Finally, I can show off my skills. Show I am just as capable as everyone else here.
Like how they stay behind.
The computer lab is an offshoot.
Let's save it here. Let's go back to the main menu. Yes, thank you. Olivia's sitting here though is a bit of an interesting twist because wheelchair and all. I have not installed any mods. Get out of here. I'll install mods if I want to. Because the meteor was coming. All classes have been reduced to 5 minutes maximum. We don't have time for class. We have to die. Anyway, I am going to call it here. Next time, we'll do more. This has been how long? How long? 4 hours. I'm such an idiot. This should have ended 2 hours ago. Well, that was fun. It was fun, though. I had fun. Did you have fun? You better have fun or be very angry. Next week, we'll do more. I don't know how far we are or how much we have left to go. Next time, I'll probably ask, like, hey, how much do we have left? If it's just the scene, See? Then why is YouTube tell? Oh, it's because it's doing weird rounding stuff. Never mind. It's being weird about it. But yeah, thanks for coming. This was fun. I know I've complained about the writing in the game a bit. This is a demo for 1, and 2, I'm coming off of Goodbye Volcano High. Like I said, this stream is a bit different. But hey, you know what? So far, I like it. Characters got some dynamics. Inko is a goddamn dork. I kind of miss the rough edges on Anon, though. Anon had such nice rough edges. 5 hours left. So this is gonna be a minimum 2 more streams. Oh my fucking god. I don't want this to be that much. That feels like so much. It's like half the game is already gone. Half the game already gone. So yeah, next week I'll make sure that the time is properly set at 7. Everything will be taken care of, don't worry. Thank you all for coming. I'm tired. I wanna go to bed. I've got D&D in the morning. This stream slot is terrible. After this is done, I don't know. There'll be some streams, I guess, for Snoop.
Like I said, I feel that Anon kind of carried the original opening parts of Snoot Game a bit because it was such an asshole. And Gofi just feels soft. Like the characters though. But we'll see. I need to process this. I need to let it digest. You can't really do commentary at a full stomach, they say. So see you later. Get shoo. Be gone, evil doggo. What was that? What was that? Hey.